Jones idiot and the junk-ass Ford that almost backed into me.
Oh, you'll love that. Fitz from the Wild One Hundred Morning Show. He was waving at me. Backed into you. Almost backed into you. You hadn't accelerated. Hey, guy. He never saw you either. I even waved and went, hey, Dad, don't wave at me, look.
Maybe he thought you were waving back.
Yeah.
This building is chock full of some of the biggest idiots I've ever met in my life. Not just a radio, but in my life. Yeah, I saw him coming back, and I saw that, he wasn't going to stop. I could have stayed there. I could let him hit me.
You could have. If you'd maintained your speed, he would have clipped you.
I know. Oh, I got a question since we're talking about cars. I don't even know what the normal operating temperature for a car is anymore because I've been focused on the Batmobile for the past 3 or 4 weeks and then working on the overheating thing. And I'm coming in, the Firebird's running about, and I'm hauling ass because I was running late. About 210, 212. Is that hot, Eddie?
That's hot on the Firebird.
Is it?
Because the newer cars, they have more aluminum on the heads and stuff like that. Like they'll have aluminum heads, and those things will warp if they get too hot really quick.
Yeah. Wonder what's wrong with it.
Could just be the change in temperatures coupled with needing to flush the system and stuff like that. How long has it been since you had the system flushed?
What?
I would just take it in and have them flush it all out and clean it out good and refill it and see if that's it.
Yeah. What else would it be?
It could be a hole in the radiator. It could be malfunction in heater core.
Of course, the warranty ran out last October. Now's the time. Let it all happen.
Yeah.
What an effing shock. First time I bought the extended warranty on anything. Need it? Not a chance. First car I've ever had, hadn't had any problems with. Now, the fuel pump went out twice.
Yeah. Wasn't the car's fault, though.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It learned to run on fumes.
It did, shortly.
Actually, I think I burned the fuel pump out 3 times.
I'm aware of twice. I think you did it one other time.
Those cars with the fuel pumps in the gas tank, you run them out of gas, fuel pump goes with it.
Got a gauge on it, right? Tells you about when it's empty.
In the car?
Yeah.
No. There's an option.
Yeah, it does. No, it's
no cash for it.
No.
Spent all my money on the rims. And the gas gauge.
It was a good call.
I think maybe I only did it twice.
I've come to pick you up twice.
Oh, well then I did it 3 times because I did it once in Las Colinas.
Okay.
And each time the guy at the dealership just wrote, won't start. Of course, by then it was full of gas. I don't know why it wouldn't start. I just got to start. It ain't running. Hate getting cars worked on. If I was leasing, I'd get a loaner, wouldn't I?
Yes. Just pull that in now. Anytime I have any kind of maintenance issue for even a day, I just go, call up Jeffrey. They'll bring it right to you.
So 212 is hot? All right. It's the hottest I can get the Batmobile to run now is about 200. And it's dogging it.
Yeah. It's good.
So I figure for 460 it'd be all right. All right. Something else to go in the shop.
Did you get the trunk fixed?
Yes, I did. Thank you. Batmobile versus Corvette. What? What's the alcohol doing in the studio?
I don't know.
Didn't I say that on the air? I wanted all the alcohol out of the studio.
Yes, you did.
There's a 2-gallon bottle of Jack and a bottle of Gentleman Jack to go with it.
Don't know. Maybe it's Trey restocking.
Didn't I tell him? Is he? I swear to God, what? Something's wrong with him.
Well, maybe he's thinking since you went back to drinking that it would be okay to bring it back in the studio.
Well, then I would say restock the studio.
Yes.
Base the snowman, come on. I bet it's a dandy excuse. Bet. Why is there whiskey in the studio?
drinking last week, and I thought you wanted a little cork bottle, and they took it out. So, my mistake.
Did I say anything on the air or even off the air about restocking the studio with whiskey?
No.
I'll be right back. He's on his way.
Okay.
Can you actually hear that through the walls?
Oh, yes. Then come and get it, is what you said.
Yes. Yes, Chris.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
A buddy of mine, he is selling it's a 90 Corvette, but it's the Batmobile style.
Uh-huh.
You know, the interior is just, regular Corvette interior, but the body, it's, the Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
And he's offered for 10 G's. Is that a good deal?
Wait, is it the movie Batmobile?
Right.
And he wants $10,000 for it?
Yeah, but it's not like it doesn't have, all the aftermarket stuff, I'm sure, like yours, obviously.
Well, mine's not the movie one. Mine's from the 60s.
Right. But, his is like, the Michael Keaton one, that style.
I'd have to see a picture of it. And does it run?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Who built it for him?
That, I don't know. I can send you pictures of it,
Yeah, send me some here in the studio. Let me look at it.
Just to Russ at Martin? Or?
Studio at russmartin.com.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
All right. Thanks,
I
sir.
appreciate your show, man.
You know that website, the 1966batmobile.com?
Yeah.
It has a message board.
Mm-hmm.
You need to spend half an hour looking at the crap that these guys go through and tear apart all the replicas. Because they look at all, obviously, little dirt bags that couldn't afford anything, let alone a replica. And they go through and they're going, the jet engine thing where the flame blows out.
Right.
There was something mounted slightly below that. That became a great big thread on this message board where they're trying to figure out what the hell it is. Just the crap that they focus on. It's amazing. And then there's some new guy that just built a replica.
Okay.
It looks like he built it out of a 74 Monte Carlo.
Oh, Lord.
Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Hold on. Nah, it's going to take me too long.
If you're going to go to the trouble of build one, why wouldn't you?
It looked like, you know how when you go to the fair,
mm-hmm.
and they have those funny mirrors that you stand in front of,
right.
and it distorts the middle?
Yeah.
So it looks like they did.
It's just wrong.
It's, I hate to, point at other people and go, dude. Yeah. I even got on the board and I went, hey! Because they never bag on anybody's actual replica.
Right.
They'll talk about different styles, and I like this one better than the other, but they won't actually come out and go, your replica or your kit sucks. So there's a big long thread, and he goes, hey, I just built this Batmobile replica. You welcome me into the club? Now I'm going, yeah, come on in. Great, love to see a handmade car. I get on there and went, hey, who built the Tardo car?
God. Oh, man. I guess you spend hours and hours and hours doing that.
It is. You just have to see it. It's close, right. But it's just not quite a car. And you know how...
Oh, here it is. Trey just sent me the link.
How do you get it so quick?
I don't know. This is it, though, right?
You're right. Jesus Christ.
What is that? It looks like... It looks like the little thing you have on your porch.
The little kitty ride.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Have you seen it, Eddie? Walk over there and look at it.
Come over here, look. It's bent. It's got little bitty tires.
Doesn't it look like it used to be a Monte Carlo?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
And he says he spent thousands of hours on that.
Wow.
Lovely paint job. I can only imagine how many cans he went through.
Yeah, that's exactly. Spray on.
No, I went the paintbrush. Go ahead, Ethan. Ethan.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, sir.
I'm a certified tech. I heard you talking about your Firebird, about the temperature it was running today. Actually, on those cars, the electric fans won't even come on to cool it down until 238 degrees.
You're kidding.
No, the only thing that actually keeps the water from boiling is the antifreeze and the fact that it's under pressure. So 212 on a hot day with air conditioner running, that's normal. May even go up 220 and run there normal.
And the fans don't come on?
They don't come on until 238 degrees. If yours, I don't know what year Firebird yours is, but if it has two fans, one of them will automatically come on with the air conditioning.
Yeah.
But the other one to cool the radiator down won't even come on until 238 degrees. So they run right on the edge. If the fan does malfunction or you do spring a leak, you've got very little warning before it gets too hot, and you do melt this blow head gasket, warp ahead.
Well, all right, thanks. Eddie, do me a favor. Go check with Alex, ProCare.
I was told anything over 180 on aluminum heads is bad, but I'll make sure.
Oh, I've seen it run hotter than 180, but nothing. I've never seen it go to 200.
200. Okay,
yeah.
I'll make sure.
Thank you. Especially now, as we're getting into hot weather, because I never look at it, and I can't imagine, any other car I've watched it. The only reason I watched it on the Batmobile, it was an issue as soon as I got it.
Right.
That's the only reason I looked at the car today. Hey, I wonder what the Firebird runs. Oh, that's hotter than the Batmobile. All right.
You see this guy has a trailer hitch coming out of the back of the Batmobile.
Of his?
An actual trailer hitch.
No, he doesn't.
I swear to God. Look.
On the side.
I know, I see it. Oh, that's horrible.
It looks like he was outside polishing it with a brick.
I was going to say Brillo pad, but yeah, you're right. God, that's terrible.
And just that one post. Hey, who built the retardo Batmobile is going to get, it's like stomping on an ant bed. I can't wait to get home tonight and look at the rest of them. Turds. Oh, hang on. Somebody just emailed me about the Firebird. Now, several Firebirds, 98 Formula, 2000 TA, have experienced same temperature increase. The problem has always been on a sticking thermostat. According to GM Firebirds, its thermostat, 70,000 miles and replacement. Almost 180 and 200. I'll just take it in. So, little reminder for all of you.
Right.
Hot weather's here.
There it is.
Check your car. Learn from my mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Don't run out of gas.
Eat me. I never knew that you burn out a fuel pump by running out of gas.
Well, you knew it the first time. Second and third time. You didn't know it the first time.
You've never run out of gas by accident?
Sure.
Okay. How many times have I run out of gas that you've known me?
Oh, my Lord. Including your car and your father's truck where I almost got you and Dan killed that time.
Oh, yeah.
It averages about 2 or 3 times a year.
I forgot about the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We were pushing it down 35 when it ran out of gas. Where were we going?
We were moving you out of your apartment into your house.
Okay. Yeah, we were pushing it down 35. Remember, then you got it started and left Dan and me on the side of the road because we were pushing.
It was just, it started going downhill.
All I know is we get to the Chevron at the bottom of the hill. You come outside with a great big Slurpee cup.
I had time to go get something.
Couldn't have put gas in it and come back and get us.
Oh, that would have taken forever. And plus, I didn't know where you guys were going to be at that point. I knew where I was. Once I got it started, I was afraid to stop it. Let you guys get back in. I just wanted to get to the gas station.
Ass.
Yeah, but you guys got to get off the freeway and not get killed. Just thinking of you.
What do you say? Oh, you ain't Eddie. What do you want?
Competition machine called and said they could install a program onto your Firebird that will make the fans come on at 185, 190.
Well, it's never run hot before. Obviously, it's just something that's gone bad.
So,
would they do that for free? Consider I spent the $1,700 last week.
I'll find out.
They did a great job on the car, though.
Yeah.
Because, there were a few different holes between the firewall and the cockpit. So air was rushing over the 460 into the actual cockpit. And when we rode around Saturday, except for the sun, it wasn't getting hot inside.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
So actually, I got a good deal. It was still a shock. $1,700. Thought it was a joke. But they work on regular cars, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, just tell them I may bring the car by.
Okay.
Leave it with them. got like 64,000 miles on it. I'm sure it needs something. I've never had a car this long.
Yeah, you have had this one forever, haven't you?
I bought it October of 97.
Damn.
See, so I don't blow my money on everything. Mm-mm. I could be driving a brand new Vet.
Yeah, you could be.
What was that car that was parked in front of Ty Lock's house Saturday?
Ferrari.
What do those run?
$250,000.
Do they really?
Down specifically about $250,000.
Was that one of them, Countach's?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Was it
Testarossa
right? Or?
Oh, was it Countach?
Lamborghini.
Yeah. Was it a Lamborghini?
I believe it was a Ferrari Testarossa, I believe.
Oh. What's a Countach run?
Actually, I don't know. It's been forever since I priced them. The last time I looked, they were around 400,000.
Oh. But do you think it was a Testarossa?
Trey says it's a Lotus Spirit.
That would be Esprit.
Esprit.
And what are those? Well, what is a Lotus?
I don't know.
It's also a sports car.
Well, I know it's a sports car, but which one is it? Is it a Ferrari or?
No, it's I believe Lotus is its own company. I don't know that much about Lotuses.
Oh.
They're the Bond movie. That was always something James Bond drove back in the 70s.
It's funny. It's parked in front of Ty Lock's house, one of his guests at the party.
Yes.
Guy standing out there with it, showing it off to a couple of chicks.
Yeah, pretty much thought he was the center of attention.
Yeah.
And, of course, Russ pulls up in a Batmobile. Nobody looks at the Lotus.
Even the guy that owns Lotus. Can I get in your car? No.
He actually did ask. I opened the door. No.
Look inside. You don't see me dicking with your car.
In fact, you don't see anybody dicking with your car. You can just hear his thing go, Damn it.
It'd be irritating, because who's going to pull up in a cooler car than that? Especially one that costs, $250,000. That just doesn't happen every day.
That's cool.
Oh, then you'll love this, Eddie. JD and I are pulling up to Ty Lock's house. We have to go into this gated community.
Uh-huh.
And you have to have this pass to get in that Ty Lock sent to people.
That was in the email.
Yeah. So we pull up to the guard booth. Black guy sticks his head out. We're about to hand him the thing. He goes, Russ! Guy smiles. He had like 16 gold teeth right across the top of his mouth.
Yeah, solid gold.
Actually, I think it was like this one, and then the 3 over to the right. Wasn't even centered. I went, dude, how many gold teeth you got in there? Then he smiled, and he had a bunch on the bottom done. And they let us in, and they let more on in behind us, because Trey's following us everywhere we go. Mm-hmm. We pull down to Ty Lock Street, and their car's all on the side. Jenny goes, just pull in the driveway. There's a red thing. There's room for the Batmobile. I pull in. Guess what? Dip Dong tried to pull him right behind us in his rental car. Trey. He thinks he's going to park in the driveway with a Jag, a Testarossa, or whatever that damn thing was, and a Batmobile. And he's actually trying to squeeze in.
Hey, Russ, can you back up a little bit? Because I can barely get in here.
I swear to God, he's retarded. There's absolutely something wrong with him. Then he gets pissed off because he's got to go all the way down to the end of the street, park, and then walk back to Ty Lock's house. I know. I couldn't believe it.
I'm with you on that one.
Something's terribly, I don't know what happened from the time I hired him until now, but something's happened.
I got you.
Either he was at 7-Eleven heating up his corn dog and stood too close to the microwave, and there was a leak in it. Or something hideous has happened. Could be the fumes from those shirts he wears. God knows where he gets them. Possibly. Yes, Bill?
Hey, you were talking about highway tag the other day. Some lady called in.
Yeah, kids running across the freeway.
Yeah. Me and my friend do a varied version of that kind of. We all get in our trucks at about 3 or 4 in the morning, go down Parker Road or Central Expressway, and attach chains to the back of our trucks and put our rollerblades on, and you play tag like that, where the car's weaving out and you try to tag the other person. It's a lot of fun.
How old are you?
It's a load of fun.
How old are you?
18.
18.
Yes, sir.
All right. And let me preface this with, I don't know if it's because I've always looked at people like that as idiots or because I'm an old man now.
No, there's nothing old man about that.
Because I'm trying to think of the stupid crap that we did as kids. We throw rocks at cars and bricks, your normal falderot, horse apples, ride around in the car, smack mailboxes with bats.
Federal offense.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Throw mannequins out in the road, and people think they're running over a body. Stuff like that. But I can't think of any time I actually risked my life to go do something.
I don't know what it is. And again, I sound like an old man. But you see these videos, these kids jumping off 5-story buildings, hitting the concrete.
I love those.
Well, I wish
they'd all do that. I wish every idiot kid would try that at least once.
And one of his buddies are going to have to get killed before they go, wow, that wasn't such a good idea. We're going to miss him.
And they'll probably do it again after 6 or 7 months. Tommy didn't know what he was doing. He didn't get a run at the start. That's why I didn't make it. I wonder at what point when he was jumping, he realized he didn't have a big enough arc.
About halfway down, because you can see him start in the air, like running. Yeah. He jumps off and he's just sort of jumping like I'm going to go straight in. And then he does the Fred Flintstone feet just about halfway down. You can see he's going, oh, crud. Buddy, you can run in the air all you want.
All right, so if I have this right, this guy, they're in their cars and somebody's behind on rollerblades.
Yeah, they're
like highway surfing.
They're skiing on rollerblades behind a truck.
And what's fun about that?
I don't know.
And those guys on motorcycles that stop on the front wheel instead of the back?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw that. I thought, how ingenious. The guy's rear brakes went out. He figured out a way to stop. Then I saw one guy flip over.
Yes.
Almost wrecked. I couldn't see.
Crying.
Absolutely. There's nothing funnier than watching somebody show off and absolutely pull a boner. Especially those idiots.
They all do it eventually. I had a kid cleaning my carpet the other day, and he starts telling me, I just wanted to clean my carpet and get out, but he starts telling me all about his motorcycle. I drive a motorcycle. And we do that stopping thing. I said, you go out on the road and you do that? I said, you ever lay it down? He goes, oh, yeah, a lot of times. Well, the first time you broke an arm, didn't you say, maybe I should quit this? Nope, just part of it. He didn't care. Just part of it.
I'm beginning to think that nobody should get a driver's license till they're 21.
That has been discussed. Or at least have limits.
I think maybe you get a certain, I said this before, you get a certain amount of horsepower that you're approved for at different ages. And then at 25, you take a certain test, and this should apply to everybody. You don't get anything over like 100 horsepower if you can't pass the test. You got no reason being behind the wheel of a car.
You're right.
And women that have to drive these great big expeditions, you should have to take another test just to see that you can handle those. Just because you have a driver's license doesn't mean you can drive something that big. Those things are huge.
Look at Fitz pulling out a while ago.
Oh, he's just retarded.
He just wasn't looking. You're low and he's up tall.
No, he wasn't watching.
Yeah, I know.
He thinks, but he looked behind him and it's clear. It's going to stay clear until he gets out. Obviously, he's a moron. Look at his ratings. All right, Eddie, can we do news before we start here? Do what?
Take a quick break.
You mean a break? We have no quick breaks around this place. Reporter from long to long.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Okay, 342, J.D. Ryan is here, Eddie Boyd, Dan O'Malley, Trey Trenholm, Gail Lightfoot with traffic. We doing anything before we went into the break? We're about to start news, right?
Yeah.
So the Byron was interesting.
Yes.
Is it like that every year? I mean, is that the only reason? Because nobody really seemed to give a rat's ass about the golf.
No. We walked through the party tent, and none of those people even are aware that there's a golf tournament going on. They're there just to be seen and see.
Even where the people were standing throughout the course, you couldn't really see the game. They call it a game, right?
Yes, it's a game. Well, it's very slow because you realize the player just walks by and it's maybe 10 minutes till the next group comes through, maybe 15.
So you just stand there.
Yeah. Some people follow one golfer. Like, for instance, when Tiger Woods is playing, you always know where he is because there's just a throng of people that do nothing but follow him all day.
What about that chick? Was she playing out there?
No, that's going to be at the Colonial.
Oh, okay.
Annika, what's her name?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That seemed to be the talk with a few people out there.
Yeah, that's the big. And what's funny is the one guy that didn't want to play with her is the guy that won the Colonial, the Vijay Singh. He won the Colonial, and then he
won the Colonial last year?
He won this year.
I thought the Colonial wasn't until next week.
Sorry, the Byron. I got him mixed up. My bad. He won this weekend at the Byron.
Okay.
And then he backed out of the Colonial.
Why?
He said he was tired. But everybody thinks it's just because they're potentially letting a woman play, and he just don't want to play with a woman. Man's game.
Golf is a man's game?
Yes.
Now, see, personally, I don't give a rat's ass if the chick plays or not. I don't even know her name. I don't know the consequences. Mm-hmm. I don't know the background. Yeah, Bob?
Hey, exactly how drunk were you Saturday afternoon?
I wasn't drinking. Why? I actually had one of those bushimis. Steve.
You hugged me, you homo.
You big fat bastard. I was trying to be nice. You and your ugly boyfriend.
Oh, was that the guy in the party tent? The one person you spoke to?
Yeah, he said, hey, Russ.
Yeah.
They look like a couple normal guys.
Oh, I thought you knew him.
No, I told you when we walked away I didn't know who he was.
It's weird for you to walk up and hug somebody.
I was just being obnoxious.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't give a rat's ass about this chick. So just so I understand it, though, what she's going to play in is a private organization, and they can allow. Do I have this? Do you know O'Malley?
PGA, Pro Golfers Association. Yeah.
But it's just for men,
and ladies have their own LPGA.
Okay. So they don't have to let anybody in that they don't want to. They're just giving this chick special dispensation.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
First woman in 58 years to play a PGA Tour. But
they're letting her play. I mean, they actually said, you know what, you can come in.
Right.
All right, so what's the big stink?
You can try. It's just, he's the one that spoke out. I mean, he just said what a lot of other people were thinking, which is, this is a guy's game. He always has been, and we prefer to stay that way.
It's golf.
I know.
It's not hockey. It ain't baseball. It ain't football.
Well,
it ain't even badminton. It's golf.
That's
golf.
I know. That's her point, which is if I can play, which she won't, I doubt seriously, be able to compete with the men.
What is the big difference? You just can't drive as far, or what?
Well, yeah, normally on a golf course, the female tees are, much further down you have less of a drive. But she's having to play from the men.
The female tees are further?
They're closer to the pin.
Hold on a second. What's he saying?
They have it much easier. It's a shorter distance that they have to start and finish.
So the whole thing is shorter. It's like a kid's version of a game.
Very good.
All right. It's the home version of the match game.
There you are. So she's having to play the whole course like the men are. Many people don't think she won't even qualify.
Well, if she's not going to qualify, what's the big stink? I'm still missing something. There's a piece of this that I don't understand or nobody said that just doesn't make any sense.
Golf is very deep-rooted in tradition.
It's retarded.
It was a big deal. There's many courses still that black people aren't allowed to play.
What's wrong with that?
In this country. What do you mean, what's wrong with that?
There's a lot of things. They're beating us at everything else. Good God, man. Have a sport left for us and we can win.
They're beating us at golf, too, now.
Oh, just one of them.
Vijay Singh.
Is he black?
Uh-huh.
I thought he was Indian.
Well, he looks black.
Well, then let's just label them all. If they look black, they must be black.
He has black skin. I didn't say he was African-American.
You said he was black?
He has black skin.
But you said he was black.
Not African-American, though.
When you say black, you're insinuating they're African-American.
I wasn't insinuating that, but okay.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't.
Yes, what is it, Snowman?
What Vijay Singh's point about the woman playing this week was there are some players...
Is this the guy that does the night show on Wild 100?
No, it's Billy the Kid.
There's some guy with a weekend show on Wild?
Spin.
Is it the same guy?
No.
What's his name?
DJ Spin.
Vijay Singh.
This is Vijay Singh.
Well, which is it?
The golfer is Vijay Singh.
Who's DJ Spin?
That's the guy from Wild 100.
He plays golf?
No, he doesn't. He plays music.
In between golf games?
No, not at all.
All right, so you got VJ Spin.
Vijay Singh.
Whatever.
His point was...
Is he Indian?
Yes.
Dots or feathers?
Dots, I believe.
Okay.
His whole point was their spaces on the PGA Tour are limited.
He get a deal on Slurpees?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so his position is what?
his whole point was with the woman playing this week is there are guys who struggle to make a living on the PGA Tour.
Right.
And there are limited spaces, on the tour, and she's taking up a space where there could be some struggling golfer who could play. That was his point.
Okay. And if the struggling male golfer were to go play in the LPGA, he would have beat all the chicks and would have deserved to be in too.
Maybe not.
Does that make sense? Because obviously you have a chick that plays so well that now they think she can beat some guys.
Right.
Well, why not let a guy go through the LPGA and whoop all those chicks' asses? I mean, if he's been struggling, that's only fair.
You're right.
And I know there are plenty of people that would take the other side of the argument.
Yep.
But you're right. If there are guys, it's meant for guys? Colonial?
Yes, it's a
Male, say it. Male sport. Golf.
No, I'm not saying it's a male. The PGA is a male tournament.
All right. Hang on, I'm confused. All right, I'm straightened out. What, so what did he say about her?
He just said what I think a lot of people are thinking, which is...
Did he call her Gash?
Quit
it. That's what I'd have done.
No.
Yeah, I ain't playing no Gash.
He just said a lot of people thought that this is a joke. Now, she could prove everyone wrong and compete, but...
Well, here's the problem is now it's set a precedent. It's opened a door. And now other chicks are going to expect the same exception. And that's what they're doing to let her in, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an exception this go round.
Yes.
All right, it's going to happen again.
Not, if she... Either she'll do well or she could just completely embarrass herself and the LPGA, and they say, you know what, we're not going to try this again. Because she's playing from the men's tees, which is a lot longer than what they normally play from.
Well, then this DJ Spin guy is right. If there are male guys who are out, males out there struggling,
mm-hmm.
You laughing at me?
It's not DJ Spin, but go ahead. VJ Singh.
No, it's VJ Singh.
That's what I said. VJ Singh.
DJ.
Is that the guy from Pulp Fiction?
No, it's Bing Ray.
He works on Wild 100?
No. He's an actor.
Oh, they got a lot of people over there. What were we talking about?
Your take on the Colonial and letting the chick in.
Yeah. I like Pulp Fiction.
It was a good movie.
Say what you just said, because I forgot.
Oh, if Annika Sorenstam embarrasses herself and the tour, they're not going to try this again.
Yes, they will. Somebody will come along again, and they'll say, hey, look, all right, we know we messed up with Anna, but this chick is really done outstanding, and we think she can go up against men, and they're going to do it again.
Maybe you're right. And she could prove everyone wrong and do really well.
She ain't going to prove anybody wrong.
Probably not.
Said, I don't care. It's golf. Let anybody in you want. If it was hockey and some chick was going in, she's going to leave without a couple of boobs and molars.
That's true.
Because those guys in a hockey game, they'll beat your boobs off.
Mm.
They will, just to watch them fall. Just to see if they can do it.
Right.
Are they still pissing and moaning about the guy in the golf cart?
Casey Martin?
Whomever.
Not really, because he's never been able to really get his tour card and play.
So is he gone?
He's still around. I mean, he's still flying.
Are they going to allow anybody else in golf carts?
I think it would have to, be a similar situation. Yeah. The senior tour, if they want them, they can use golf carts.
Yeah.
But
let her in, let her get her ass beat, get it over with. That's what's going to happen.
I think it's just a big publicity stunt.
For whom?
Well, Colonial for number one. Look at all the media attention they're getting.
Yeah.
Even during the Byron Nelson, they were the talk of the,
Yeah, you're right. We're walking around. We heard people talking about the chick playing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to be at the same place?
No. Where's the Colonial's in Fort Worth?
No, I ain't driving over there. They have a game closer?
No.
They're all in Fort Worth?
There's two major tournaments a year. The Byron, where we went, and then the Colonials and the Colonial Golf Club.
Oh, that's too far. Just watch it on TV. Mm-hmm. Even though I was astounded at the Byron Nelson. Whew, the energy.
You have to be quiet.
Whew.
You have to be.
No, not in the party tent. You ain't going to be quiet. You walked in, it sounded like a chicken breeding farm.
That's true.
It was just noise, cheap noise. You couldn't understand anything going on. It was just hundreds and hundreds of people running their mouth about absolutely nothing. Somebody could have been racing fire trucks up and down the golf course. Nobody known the difference.
No, not the party tent. You're right.
I don't even understand why they were there. Obviously, it was a place to be seen because this chick that we know that goes to all the big stuff, the one that you said was out of my league, one of our old sales chicks, saw her a couple of times and then magically ends up at Dr. Tylock's party. She don't know Tylock. She had to introduce her. How did she get in his house?
Must have been the guy she was with. Got the invitation.
It was just funny. We saw her out of the thousands and thousands of people at the Byron Allen. We run into her at Tylock's house.
Nelson.
Who?
Byron Nelson. That's the tournament.
Who's Byron Allen?
That's the guy from Real People or something or other.
Black guy?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't let them play golf.
Made an exception.
Oh. So anyway, isn't it amazing? Out of the thousands of people we see running around at the Byron Allen, we run into her at Tylock's house.
Yeah.
With some fat, dopey guy. Obviously had to be rich.
Yes.
Well, 15 minutes was all I could stand.
I noticed.
Quick walk through. I'd say, was there anything that I missed?
Nope. Some people just stay. Some people do watch the golf. If you're out there with a group, it's fun. Just hanging out, watching people watching.
Then I'm not getting it. Because obviously golf has nothing to do with it.
No, not at all.
Just another reason to stand around in the hot sun and get drunk.
Yes.
Well, then you know what? I don't know what's good. It's the only way I can describe it because I walked around the place. I didn't get it. Four Seasons, it's a 5-star hotel. Beautiful. It's amazing out there. The rest of it, I don't care. Tylock's house ain't that big either.
It's as big as I told you it was.
So?
Well, you asked.
So it's twice as big as mine.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
My TV's bigger than his.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Which TV?
The one on the wall.
Oh, okay. Maybe I just haven't been up there in a while. Okay.
Him and all his hot chicks running around.
I know.
Just because he's a doctor. Chicks dig doctors.
Yes. Beautiful home. Even you admitted it was a beautiful home.
The dump.
It's not a dump.
Ain't no reason for him to have a house that big.
Why?
He's a eye doctor.
He's earned it. He's earned it.
Oh, what do? We get to Dr. Tylock's house. First thing out of JD's mouth, he starts talking business. When I was a kid, I had a lazy eye, and it spread to the rest of his body. So he's trying to talk to Dr. Tylock business. First thing we do, you talking business at his house.
I just said,
I'm sure that's the last thing he wants to do all day is walk around talking about you and your lazy eye.
Just a question. Then we moved on. I'll let it go. Showed you the pool. Isn't that beautiful?
There's a lovely negative edge pool. Certainly no reason for him to have anything that nice.
Why?
Just because.
Why do you deserve all the nice stuff?
Because I work hard.
So does he.
He zaps eyes.
That's hard work.
It is not.
How many years of college to be a doctor?
I went to college as long as he did.
The difference is he actually finished classes enough to get a doctorate.
Fine. Go hang out with your doctor buddy.
I'm not going to hang out with him. But don't be running his house down. That was gorgeous.
So?
Plasma TV screens.
All over the house. Computers every 10, 15 feet. Hot chicks all over the place. I ain't letting him work on my eyes.
Why? Obviously he's good at whatever he does.
Can we still do news? We just came out of a break, didn't we?
No.
Are you writing them down like I asked?
I didn't today, but we've been talking for almost 17 minutes.
All right, I'll take these. Yeah, Don?
Hey, Russ, you were talking last week about Robert Stack. He was on your Deadpool list. I remember it last month. Trey read it on the air.
Well, can you go pull the audio from that?
I can see if I got it.
All right. Let's see.
Okay.
You said he wasn't on my Deadpool list. I got Robert Stack and anybody else that I asked for.
You said you wanted him on your Deadpool list, and that which indicates that he wasn't already there.
Well, he was already there. And whatever points I want for Robert Stack, I get it. Yes, Thomas?
Hey, on the LPGA, there is a sex requirement. You have to be a woman. The PGA, there's no sex requirement.
Why is that?
So, well, I don't know. That's just what it is.
I mean, obviously, any guy can go out and whoop a woman's ass playing golf.
Then that must be the reason. You have to
Probably the reason.
Did you get handicapped? Wasn't there a guy that tried to play women's golf one time? Pulled his weenie back?
No.
There was a guy last year that was suing to get onto it once they decided, or maybe not as far as last year, but once they decided to let Annika Sorenstam play, he was suing to try to get on.
Why don't they just open these up to everybody and weed all the weasels out? Wouldn't that work?
Then you would play.
Yeah.
What? Not on the LPGA. I mean, the LPGA, a pro, just a club pro could probably go out and win on the LPGA.
So are women that bad?
It's not that bad, but you have such a shorter distance, and men are just bigger and stronger, and they can hit the ball farther.
This is retarded.
I mean, honestly,
just, you know what? Let them all play, and when they don't make the cut, they don't make the cut. Wouldn't that be a lot easier?
Probably. I mean, Annika Sorenstam could go out with just your average male golfer, and she would whip him up and down the course. But
you mean somebody like Bob McNeil?
Yes.
Or could Bob beat her?
No,
because Bob's really good.
Annika Sorenstam's a great golfer.
Okay,
for a woman.
All right. See, but you have to qualify it for a woman. Just let them play with everybody, and you know what? Throw some type of penalty out there. If you go out and you play in this Colonial and you don't win, you're banned from golf. Let's see if she goes out there and plays now. She's got absolutely nothing to lose. Got to have some penalty to go with it. It's like being on a game show. You miss, they cut off your feet.
I don't think that happens.
Then you don't go in jeopardy anymore.
You're right.
So she's playing for sure next weekend.
Yes.
All right.
Starting Thursday.
And Ving Rhames isn't?
No.
Okay. Totally pulled himself out?
Yes.
That's too bad. Probably could have beat her. Got medieval on her ass.
No. Different guy.
Break? Please. Yes. Stop confusing me.
I'm sorry.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Estaremos de nuevo, la demostración en 1053 vivo, la charla de Russ Martin que oscila Texas.
Okay, doke. All right, we'll try to start news again here. Here we go. 410, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by KTXA Television and by SBC Communications. For Monday, May 19th, 2003, Phil Rudd, AC/DC's 49 today. Dusty Hill from ZZ Top, 54. Pete Townsend turns 58. Nicole Brown Simpson should have been 44 today. Ari Fleischer resigning as the White House press secretary, the public face of the Bush administration through 2 wars and a terrorist attack. Fleischer says he plans to enter the private sector now. His replacement will likely be the deputy press secretary, Scott McClellan. Fleischer says he'll most likely leave in July, wanted to step down before the Bush re-election campaign swings into gear. A swim at Louisville Lake turned deadly yesterday for 3 people in the evening. Louisville Fire Department officials said 2 women, 18 and 22, and a 3-year-old girl drowned while swimming in a cove shortly before 6 o'clock. They said none were wearing life jackets. 3 others, including 2 children, were taken to hospitals. They're expected to recover.
That's damn strange.
Why?
How deep is a cove?
Well, there are swimming areas that if the moment you step outside the roped off swimming area that there are drop offs and crevices, and apparently they were walking out there with the kid and stepped into one and didn't know how to swim and didn't have jackets. So you can either step into a hole or sometimes the lake just drops off.
That deep?
Yeah. It'll slide off from being 5 feet to being 20 feet. Pretty quick. If you're not expecting it.
And all 3 of them drowned?
Mm-hmm. Apparently the other kids tried to get them, and everybody got in the water, and there were 6 or 7 of them total, and 3 of them actually ended up drowning. I was out there that same exact time when all that happened.
So I don't go to the lake.
Why? You could get killed anywhere.
Not as likely in my own pool.
That's probably true. You can see the bottom. I wouldn't be wading out in the lake either. Anytime I'm on the boat, if I'm swimming, I got a jacket on, life jacket. You don't just swim out between the boats in the party cove.
Oh, somebody sent me an email Sunday that said they saw you out at the lake and you didn't have Joy with you.
Mm-hmm. So.
Is there something going on with that?
Yeah, we had a huge fight. We broke up.
No, you didn't.
No, we didn't.
Well, what is it?
I just want to see your face light up.
Well, it was too easy. If you really broke up, you wouldn't say anything. Well, it's just something happened and, she had other plans or something like that.
She had other plans.
See? You broke up. Family. Now I believe that you broke up.
She had family plans. Mm-hmm. Was none too pleased that I went to the lake by myself.
Why?
He just missed out. She did.
Oh, so you can't do fun things when she's not around?
I guess. I don't know. I'd rather not get into this.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't. Really?
No, are you being serious? Is she pissed that you went to the lake without her?
No, that's okay. We can just leave it there. Maybe a little bit jealousy, but I got to go out and do something fun, and she had to do a family thing.
Doesn't she go out like the girl I'm dating went to Edge Fest over the weekend? I didn't get pissy and moany about that. Go ahead. Go have a big time. Hang out with the dopers. What do I give a rat's ass? Run into the Laura Miller out there. Let her declare it Edge Fest Day.
I know.
Stinky bitch.
I heard about that.
That's right. The mayor of the city of Dallas and I are on bad terms.
Just because she declared it Edge Fest Day?
Yeah. Screw her. But if you look at the history of this show and everything I don't even talk about it.
Okay.
The next 4 years, I'm going to be against her, and she's not going to get reelected.
I think you're right.
And I want somebody to remind me every week or so, because I'm going to forget. Fine. You go out there and you do something with a gay morning show.
Wow.
Fine. Go do it.
That's an odd event for her. That's just not even her crowd. I mean,
maybe it is. And now that she got reelected,
yes,
now she's letting her hippie side hang out.
I see.
I wouldn't think that would be a family event. Mm-mm. I wonder how she was dressed. Probably started wearing those clothes I told her to wear. She wouldn't listen to me. You go out, you get you some F Me pumps.
Right.
Nice long wig. Mm-hmm. Butt floss underwear. Let it flap.
I can't see her doing that. Somebody said she was out there with her kids.
Well, that's disgusting. So my point is, she got to go do something she wanted to do. I didn't want to go. I didn't get pissed off.
Well,
she was having a big time.
I know. Well, you got to do something at the same time. Joey had to do something family-oriented that wasn't much fun.
All right, so when she's having to do something else, you can't go have a good time.
It's a party atmosphere.
Did you get into an argument?
No, it's a party atmosphere out there, and she just,
She doesn't want you to have fun when she's not around.
Just a little bit of jealousy creeps in. That's okay.
So when she's doing family stuff, you need to stay home and not have a good time.
I guess.
When's the last time you went to counseling?
Been about 3 weeks.
Yeah. How come?
I've just been busy.
Yeah.
Just put it off. Hmm? We do it here, and she's not at her home, and she's been in her home for the last 2 weekends.
Fabulous.
So, you asked.
Hold on a second. Yeah, Carl?
Hey, Russ, what's going on, man? I just want to let you know I thought it was pretty ironic that when Edge Fest was where the mayor was at Edge Fest with the kids, she was spotted smoking cigarettes, and she's so big on the Dallas smoking, man. I thought that was pretty ironic.
Now, did you really see her smoking, or are you just saying that?
Yeah, well, we saw her.
Okay, then I believe
you.
Go ahead.
Guess he certainly wouldn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
A small golden spider monkey named Leroy longs to return to his gay adoptive parents in Oak Cliff, but a bitter custody battle that is taking a toll on all three must play out first.
Did they take the monkeys away from the gay people?
Yes.
I believe that's on the list that I approved what gays could adopt. Let me check my list. Hold on.
Blake Dieter, who shares a home with Joe Williams, are the two guys involved. City officials claim that Leroy is sick, Leroy the monkey, and unaware that he's a monkey because of his human-only contact.
All right, things that gays can adopt.
Right.
Retarded kids, stepkids. Crippled Hershey's monkeys. That would go for whatever they had.
Okay.
Christopher Reeve, square dogs, giant-headed babies. Black babies with adult arms, club-footed midgets, three-nippled Asians. Chuck Connor's corpse, Ted Williams' head, and the Cowboys' offense.
There we go.
So obviously the monkeys
are still on there.
Yes. So why did they take the...
Well, it goes on to say city officials claim that Leroy was sick. But then he doesn't, I don't know that he's a monkey because of his human-only contact. Dieter and Williams maintain that the monkey lived happily and healthfully with them until the city interfered in their lives. Leroy lived with his gay adoptive parents.
How did the city go in and get the queer monkeys?
They found him out running around.
The queerest monkey.
For 7 years before Dallas animal control officers seized him last year on December the 20th. He was apprehended after a neighbor noticed him running loose in the front yard. Williams and Dieter tried unsuccessfully to bail Leroy out of the pound, but animal control officers refused refused to release him. They cited a city ordinance decreeing that monkeys living in the city must be an integral part of a business or pre-approved by permit. So they won't let him have his monkey back.
And they've had the monkey for how long?
Since December. 5 months.
The gay people have only had the monkeys for...
No, they had the monkey for 7 years.
And they took away a pet?
Yes.
Oh, no. That's certainly wrong. We should get the gays back their monkey.
How are you going to do that?
They in Dallas?
Yes. This is from the Dallas Voice, community newspaper for gay and lesbians.
We didn't read that.
Just showed up on one of my web servers. I put in monkeys stories because you seem to like those.
Love monkey stories.
Yes.
We should help the homos get their monkey back. That should be our new quest.
Okay.
Trey, hunt down the homos, the monkeyless homos. Does it have their names in it?
It does. You want me to read them out again? Or
yes, go ahead. So he doesn't have to come in here.
It's Blake Dieter, Deeter, and Joe Williams.
Yes. We'll get the gays their lost monkey. Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Pet of 7 years?
Yes.
Does it have a picture of the monkey?
It does, right there.
Sure that's a monkey? Not one of the gay guys?
Nope, that's a monkey. Covered with hair and a little long tail.
Gay guys do weird stuff?
Mm-mm. It's a monkey.
Yes, that's my new quest.
Okay.
It's my new cause to get the gays their monkey back.
All right.
It's on the approved list of things they can adopt.
It is. It is. It's just Dallas has an issue with it. You got to be part of an integral business or pre-approved by permit.
Well, all they have to do is say, you know what, we're starting a new business where we go out to birthday parties and we got to have this monkey.
Yeah.
Or the monkey holds the phone in case something gets stuck in my butt.
Yeah. Like a service pet.
Yes.
That's what he is.
I'll think of the name for it here in a second, but fisting's going to be part of it.
All righty. Vijay Singh considered not playing in the Byron Nelson Championship, but he's glad he did. It was the 13th victory of his career, second of the season, and his $1 million paycheck pushed him to $2.9 plus some dollars, millions just this season. Almost $3 million.
Playing golf.
$3 million bucks.
Playing golf.
Right.
All right.
Let's see here. Over in Iraq, U.S. troops interrogating Saddam Hussein's loyalists have been breaking them down with offensive music, including the song Bodies from Drowning Pool, Enter Sandman from Metallica, and Barney's Greatest Hits. One of the U.S. officials say, quote, trust me, it works. And another one adds, these people haven't heard heavy metal before. They can't take it.
Aren't they playing Drowning Pool, too?
Yeah. Yeah, the Bodies by Drowning Pool.
I like Drowning Pool.
Enter Sandman by Metallica. I couldn't tell you what Drowning Pool sounds like. Are they hard?
Yeah. Wild's not going to have it, so don't go ask. I was going to send it. Huh? Drowning Pool? Yeah. Yeah, go grab it. Go ahead.
Okay. Tom Sizemore was recently charged with trying to intimidate his ex-girlfriend, Heidi Fleiss, so that she wouldn't testify against him in an upcoming trial for allegedly beating up on a woman at his home. Well, as it turns out, Tom may have used a gun to drive his point home. Remember,
she never said anything about a gun.
No, she's got the answer machine tapes, and on those tapes there are some clicking noises. The DA claims it was Tom messing around with a semi-automatic weapon during the day.
So she never saw a gun?
She never saw a gun. There are sounds on the tape, apparently. It sound like cocking of a gun.
Trey, get Heidi Fleiss back on. Go ahead.
Okay. Barry White has been seriously in need of a kidney transplant for some time, has suffered a stroke, which has impaired his speech. On Friday, Barry's daughter told the press, quote, my dad had surgery May 1st to replace a catheter in his arm. He had a stroke that affected his speech and the right side of the body. Other than that, he's in great spirits.
I think Eddie's got him on the list, doesn't he?
Barry White, yeah. I think so.
God, somebody grabbed him pretty quick before I could get a hold of him. Go ahead.
50 Cent recently performed at a PlayStation 2 party in Los Angeles for such celebrities as Leonardo DiCaprio, Owen Wilson, and Alyssa Milano. The security had to be deployed, actually pretty much eclipsed everybody else's security. This is just for 50 Cent, not for everybody else.
It eclipsed what?
It eclipsed everyone else's
all right.
Security. 50 Cent had 90 security guards, a bulletproof van, 15 Kevlar vests, and 5 metal detectors.
Why?
Isn't he the one that's been shot or something? Did he get
50 Cent?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he did. But, man, if you got to go with 90 security guards, a bulletproof van, Kevlar vests, and 5 metal detectors.
Why would you go out in public?
Yeah. All right. People don't like him, I guess. Everybody knew the Matrix movie was going to be big. Nobody knew it was going to be this big. $93.2 million to come in number one. The closest one to it, $19 million, Daddy Daycare. So Matrix Reloaded, 93. And that doesn't even include the money from Thursday. That's just for the weekend. $93 million alone makes it the second biggest weekend opening ever, beating out the 2 Harry Potter movies and X2, and come in behind Spider-Man, and it's a $14.8 million record. And you want to hear any audio?
Love to.
Carrie Ann Moss says just putting on her costume.
You gonna give me the disc?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's The Matrix Reloaded. Theaters made a ton of money. Carrie Ann Moss just said putting the costume on helped her get into her character as Trinity.
I could be having a really vulnerable day, and I just put that Matrix costume on and those glasses, and I just become somebody different. Just my face changes, and something happens, and I don't quite understand it totally, but it just... And I've been doing it for so long. I had been doing it for such a long time that it was kind of an interesting transformation that would just happen like that at the word action.
And we have a scene, too. Cut number 2 is a scene from The Matrix Reloaded where Keanu Reeves finishes a fight only to be told it was just a test.
It's the wrong track. You got a Tarzan movie here.
No.
It's the right one?
Is it?
You sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Eddie said he saw it and liked it.
Eddie liked The Matrix?
Eddie said he did.
Did you really like The Matrix?
Yes.
All of it?
Yeah.
How was the chase scene, the car chase scene?
Very intense. The only thing I didn't like about it is there's a couple of scenes where they're fighting and you can see it's not as bad as Spider-Man, but you can see the switch over to the computer generated.
No.
But it had a really good, you had to really pay attention to what was going on. If you went to the bathroom, you'd get completely lost.
So it has a decent plot?
Yeah, and
because everything that I've heard, people say intense, which means it's a lot of action, a lot of computer-generated graphics and stuff like that. Normally the plot gets lost in there someplace.
No, they have several but that's what people were complaining to me about was the slow parts where they would actually just dialogue out what was going on.
Oh.
And you had to really sit there and listen. And they talk a lot of computer lingo, and so you just kind of gather as you're going as to what's going on, and then they just leave it wide open for the next one.
Oh, doesn't the next one come out in November?
Yep. And I didn't know it at the time, but the trailer for the next one comes on right after the credits, and so I got up as soon as the credits started rolling and missed the trailer for the next one.
Right. What is that?
Track 9 is Drowning Pool.
Hold on, you can hear what they've been playing for them. Okay. Why don't they just beat them? They'd be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Don't they beat our POWs?
I believe they do, yes.
Well, we should do that.
We don't.
We should.
We're humane.
Well, we shouldn't be. That's why we keep losing the war on terrorism. We're too nice.
You're right.
We're not playing on the same, it's not a level playing field. I talk. Actually, I keep my yap shut, hoping they play the whole album. Is this a Body song? What?
This is Tear Away.
Do you have the Body song?
Not on this. I got it.
Love songs that do that. Mm-hmm. What else you got on here, Eddie?
I don't know.
Is this a compilation?
Yeah, it's just stuff I burned off my seat at home.
I know that. Kind of interested to hear what Eddie listens to when he's driving around. I figured it'll all be death music. People screaming. Yeah. Hairbands. Sister Christian Night Ranger. Very nice, Eddie. Did you buy this with the change your wife gave you?
I borrow my kids' CDs and then copy them.
I like that. What is that, Dragula?
Yep.
What is this?
Rammstein.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a track on here with just people wailing.
Yeah.
What is this?
Linkin Park.
My kid loves these guys.
I don't know any of this, or the new stuff. Oh, yeah.
It's for you.
It's cracker box, candle box. That's what it is.
It's for you.
It's a dirty version too, so.
Oh. Guns N' Roses. Is that November Rain?
I believe so.
This an MP3 or regular?
Regular.
Okay. Very interesting. Eddie Rock.
Yes, it is.
Go ahead.
We never did finish that scene, but it doesn't matter. It's just a fight.
That's right.
Sybil Shepherd.
Oh, let me listen to it. It was the Tarzan scene.
Yeah.
By the way, I heard you fart. Don't think you snuck it out.
Sorry.
Good. The Oracle has many enemies. I have to be sure. Of what? That you are the one. Could have just asked.
Dynamic acting.
They call that suppressed dynamics.
Yeah.
Say a lot with very little.
That's good.
Keanu Reeves is a master at that.
He certainly is. Guy number 3 is Sybil Shepherd. She stars in Martha, Inc., the story of Martha Stewart. That's tonight on NBC. She was says she was aware of Martha Stewart's temper before most people.
She's been known for a very long time to be a screamer at the people that she works with. I knew that way before it came out in books and things like that. That she had a side to her that was a little scary.
Here we go. That'll be on tonight. Also tonight, ABC Television Network commemorating its 50 historic years of television.
I'm going to watch that. That looks like it's going to be cool.
It does. A lot of really cool people on there. In a memorable 3-hour special celebration event, it features appearances, clips, and interviews with ABC stars of the past and the present. Tim Allen will be there, Jim Belushi, Drew Carey, Dick Clark, Peter Falk, Farrah Fawcett.
Batman.
So on. Doesn't say.
Batman was on ABC.
Doesn't say he's making it. No.
Batman.
I have
Batman.
I have 3 people that will be there.
Batman.
You want to hear their voices?
Batman.
And guess who they are?
All right.
Cut number 4.
Okay.
Batman's not.
Happy 50th anniversary to ABC. Thank you for being part of the golden age of television and still being a great part of television.
Who's that?
Batman.
No, it's not Batman.
I don't know. Who was that?
That's Jerry Mathers.
Oh, all right.
Cut number 6. You should be able to pick these 2 out.
Hi, ABC. Happy 50th birthday. It's more of a birthday than an anniversary.
Tim Allen?
Yeah, very good. One more. Number 7.
Happy anniversary to ABC.
Jim Belushi.
Correct.
All right.
Happy 50th anniversary to ABC.
That's on tonight.
All right.
I'm with you. I'm going to watch that. All right, there's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
I have to relax during the break.
I know, but he has to know what you want because he's producing, and if he doesn't get on what you want, then you yell at him about that.
I can't, just tell him whatever you want when he comes in.
No, because then I'll pick something and you won't want that.
He said he found the gay guys with the monkey that they lost.
Right. Maybe you could download Instant Messenger and just...
I don't want it because then he'll message me. I want to be isolated from everything while I'm on the air. I want to stand here and just do the show and not worry about anything.
But as a producer, his job is to sort of help you. Like we told him before, block, be ahead of the show.
How come it didn't bother me when Dan did it?
I don't know.
You got to admit he's retarded.
He's not retarded. He just locks up. He tries so hard to do a good job.
Was he locking up when he tried to pull into Ty Lock's driveway with the Jag and the Ferrari and the Batmobile?
Yes.
In his rental car?
Yes, he was. That was pretty obviously a mistake.
He wasn't even invited to the party.
Yes.
What was he doing at the Byron Nelson with us?
He just asked if he could tag along.
Why?
Because he wanted to go out there. And didn't want to go alone, I guess.
Why didn't he go like normal people?
Because he wanted to go with us, VIP treatment and the whole thing.
Why?
Because he just did.
Why should he enjoy VIP treatment and he's only been on the show 6-7 months?
I guess
I don't remember getting VIP treatment when I was working at that crap bag radio station in Greenville.
Nor I.
So what makes him think he's elevated to our position?
Just because he sees what we do.
Well, he don't get it. He didn't get it anymore. It's time. Suffering now begins.
Just now?
Yes.
What's he been doing up to now?
Well, he's been getting perks, and he's also been going through crap. There's a balance there.
Right.
I'm going to take the balance away. Okay. We have to do traffic here. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
You have anything of consequence for us?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact, and it's brought to you by Dodge and CBS and Expedia.com. On eastbound 635 LBJ at Central in the High Five construction area, the left and exit lanes are blocked, and traffic is backed up all the way to Midway. On southbound 35 Simmons at the tollway, there's a stalled car on the shoulder, and then on northbound 35 at Market Center Boulevard, you've got a stalled car blocking the left lane. In Louisville on northbound 35 before the 121 bypass, an earlier wreck is gone, but that traffic stacked up all the way to Forest, so just before 635. In Grand Prairie, southbound 360 at Webb Lynn, there's a wreck, and it's looking like we got a stalled car or something here on I-35 Simmons at Walnut Hill. I'm having a hard time telling what direction that is. Let me see if that, yep, it's going to be northbound 35 at Walnut Hill. And it's also brought to you by Hormel. Tired of junk food? Want something real to snack on? Something made from real meat and real cheese? Then get Hormel snack-sized deli meats and cheeses and snack smart. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, the Talk That Rocks, Texas.
All right, thank you, Gail. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in Denton County now until 6 o'clock, and 11 other counties pretty much to the north and west of Dallas-Fort Worth until 11 o'clock tonight. Otherwise, cool front blowing through. 64 for the low tonight. Isolated storms again tomorrow. Should only be 72 for the high. We're at 90 now at Live 105.3, the Talk That Rocks, Texas.
All right, is that the gay guys on 10 that they lost their monkeys? What are their names? John, do you still have the story?
Yes, over here. Should be Blaine and Joe.
Gay guys.
Is it Blaine and Joe?
Blake and Joe.
Blake and Joe. How did the city come get your monkey?
How did they?
Yes.
Leroy got out one day on December 20th, and the animal control was called by one of our neighbors after Leroy was out playing around in the yard for about an hour.
Was the monkey bothering anybody?
Actually, no, he wasn't. He was, our neighbors had him for a while, but, he was doing nothing wrong. He never really does.
How big is Leroy?
He's about 14 to 15 pounds.
Oh, that's a big monkey.
Actually, yeah, it's about average for a spider monkey. Maybe a little smaller, but.
So he's out running around in the front yard. Somebody calls. How did the city actually get him? Will he go to other people?
Yeah, actually, Leroy, he's real friendly. He'll go up to people and, out of just curiosity, like most monkeys do. But the city, he said he didn't have trouble picking him up. I mean, Leroy went right to him, because he's curious. But they didn't have a problem. They called me down there to take him out of the van, though.
Which one is this, Blake or Joe? Blake. All right, so they called you to go get him?
Yeah, well, they left a note, and I called him, and they wanted me to take him out of the van down at Animal Shelter.
Right.
Because at that point, he was mad.
Well, yeah.
And
how long have you had Leroy?
About, 6 to 7 years.
Very attached to him?
I'm sorry?
Very attached?
Oh, my God, yes.
Member of the family?
Oh, yeah. He sleeps on my shoulder. This is Joe here. He sleeps on my shoulder every night.
You guys don't do gay stuff in front of him, do you?
No. Actually, we're not a couple. We haven't been since 97.
Oh, so you broke up?
Yeah, we just still live together.
Why do you still live together?
It just works out better that way.
You homos is crazy.
Right.
Quit it. Now, are you well, wait a minute. All right, let's put the monkey on the side for a while. Why are you still living together if you broke up?
We're still friends.
And we got to raise our monkey.
Do you guys still do stuff together?
No. Literally, we broke up in 97, and, since then we haven't dated nothing at all. We're just friends.
We have nothing in common except the monkey.
And neither one of you accidentally walked through the house naked and something happens?
Nope.
You ain't gay.
Well, you're probably right about that part.
Because normally you gays are out of control.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Are you guys dating other people?
I'm not.
Which one is that, Joe?
Joe. So, I have.
Dating other guys or women?
Guys.
Okay. I don't know.
All right. It's all good.
All right, so you're still living together, raising your monkey, as a good parent should do.
Right.
Okay. So now Leroy's gone, and is there any way for you guys to get him back legally?
That's what right now we're fighting. Legally, we still have the option to get him back, but the court is trying to get me with cruelty to an animal.
What were you guys doing to him that would be cruel?
They said that we malnutritioned him because he has rickets, which is a skeletal deformity.
Right.
But he's had it since we got him.
Well, you could prove that, though, right?
That's what we're in the process of trying to do.
Well, I mean, has he been to the vet before because of rickets?
Oh, yeah, the vet knows that said he does have rickets.
Okay, so all you have to do is take the vet or paperwork in and go, hey, he already had rickets, so the cruelty thing's out.
If it would have been that easy, it would have been over with.
Okay, so what's the rest of it?
Well, the cities, they basically, they took Leroy, and, they needed a health certificate for us to get him back when they took him.
Right.
They wouldn't let a vet come down there and do a health certificate on him. They refused it. They wouldn't let us. And we got all the right documentation to take him out of the city, because he's a prohibited animal.
Right.
And once again, they just blew it off to the side, and they didn't return our phone calls for weeks and weeks and weeks until they move him, and they come down to, the point where they get a vet 2 months after Leroy's taken from us.
Who's watching Leroy now?
He is with a family up in Lindell, Texas.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Foster monkey family?
Yeah, they have 6 monkeys of their own.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, so he's housing up there right now.
Okay, so he's not in a cage someplace.
Not anymore. The city put him in a cage with all the dogs, actually.
What the hell is wrong with these people? You know what? This is kind of interesting because it's a monkey, but I'm just thinking to me, if somebody came in and took my pet of 7 or 8 years, right, I'd be up their ass. Don't you guys get anything funky? I'd be up their ass every day trying to get my pet back, because it is, after a certain period of time, it's a member of the family. Right.
Yeah, and that's what we did. It's 5 months now, and I called every single day, because then I find out Leroy's in a cage with a window in the middle of December at the animal shelter. And then he's put in Plano around reptiles and all these different type of animals that monkeys are afraid of, and it makes them sick.
Right.
And he loses 4 pounds in the process.
How much, and he weighed what to begin with?
14 pounds.
Okay.
And he's down to like 11 pounds when they finally get him out of Plano.
He was basically grieving to death. When the city has him, they put him in a cold environment.
I didn't get him to cry.
Just a blanket, no sunlight. Well, if he has rickets,
that you can too, but do you really want to?
Yeah.
Then they take him up to Plano, no sunlight. So they're making his condition worse.
Yeah, so what they accused you guys of doing,
well, exactly,
was nothing compared to what they're doing to him now, and you guys have documentation that says you didn't give him the rickets.
That's pretty much where I stand, and I mean, I just don't get it, but you know how it is when they make up their mind to do something, they're going to do it, they're the city, and they can win.
And it's the city of Dallas?
It's the city of Dallas, yes.
Do you have an attorney yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
What'd your attorney say? What's the prognosis of getting Leroy back?
Well, in the beginning, he was kind of skeptical because we were out at a JP court in we're out here in Lancaster, Dallas County.
Yeah.
And we had a really, really good chance because we had a jury trial coming up.
Okay.
But then the city went behind the judge's back and got a warrant out of municipal court, where it's their own court.
They're doing all of this for a monkey?
Oh, yeah, they're spending some dimes on it. And so they went behind the judge's back and they got a warrant. So the judge finally, he dismissed it out of that court, and now it's a municipal court, which that's where the city's with their own judges. So of course they're going to win. I mean, that's how it works with the city. And if they're spending this much money on it, they're determined to win this case. So, and we're afraid, like, even if we have 20,000 witnesses and everything we need, then who they really be fair to us or what?
All right. So if you guys don't get your monkey back, it stays with the people that have him now?
They can kill him. They can do what they want.
They can put him to sleep?
Yeah, they have the right to dispose of the monkey if they want, or send him to a sanctuary, or wherever they want him to be. We have the option to do a deal with them that I can say yes, or I agree to the cruelty to an animal. In return, that they'll allow us to pick where Leroy can go, what type of primate sanctuary.
Right.
But I have to put that on my record.
And Leroy's been with you guys 6-7 years?
Yeah.
What were some of the personality traits of Leroy? Because obviously every animal, develops their own personality. What are some of the special things that you remember about Leroy?
Joe can tell you that one.
Because I really took care of him when you get right down to it. I spent the time with him. He'd wait for me, from what I understand, wait for me at the front door when I came home. He would get on his hind legs and kind of make a little grating sound when I came in.
I'm close. You are. Yeah.
It was kind of funny because I have a parrot. He would go in the parrot's cage just to take his food, just to irritate the bird. You know, very, very jealous, very curious. Always wanted to be around me. I mean, if I was out of the room, he was searching for me.
Certainly a member of the family.
It really was, you know, and I let my house basically get destroyed kind of with the idea that, you know what, it's a monkey. You have to change your life to do what's best for him. Built a thing so he could go in and out of the house and get his sunlight. And you know, it's ironic. You can call me a lot.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
But when they start throwing the word cruelty around...
That's absurd. Obviously, he's a loved member of the family, and you guys probably miss him a lot.
They should have shot me when they say cruel. They should have just come right out with the gun and shot me.
Because it's little Leroy.
I mean, that's how. That's like my kid, and I've taken care of him for 6-7 years. I mean, especially made sure he got rehabilitated, exercised him, gave him his calcium for his. I mean, all that stuff.
Got a bad set of homos.
You know. And now, you know, now we got to go to court on Wednesday. Our people.
All right, I got one more question.
Punch. And because they're doing a thing with the San Diego Zoo, trying to preserve the howler monkeys, and that's an endangered species, and that's more important in this case, and to them, and as it should be, it's a matter of extinction. And
got a couple of chatty homos.
You think the judge is going to understand that?
Have you guys looked at the future and thought, you know, how you're going to face it without Leroy around?
I'll be honest about it. With me, I'm going to be a very angry, bitter person who when I was a young kid, I didn't understand why OJ got off. Now I can see them planting the glove. The city has shown me how they lie and deceive.
All right, how do we go from a monkey to OJ and planting the glove?
Everything any authority
how the legal system doesn't always work.
I'm going to believe. That's a sort of tactics that they have planted in my heart. I'm just not going to be a very trusting person.
But on the other hand, we're offering, like, we have a very good case to sue the city for slander and defamation of character, for stuff they printed in the newspaper, stuff that was on the TV. You know, we're willing to not do all that.
All right, I'm not going to get anything out of them.
Just drop this whole thing. But, you know,
is there anything that we can do to help you guys?
Well, we have to move to Arlington.
Okay, so if you move to Arlington, you can have the monkey.
Yeah, basically, I mean, if we get Leroy back, we're going to have to move. But we're trying to find land out there or a place to buy.
So how much land do you have to get before they let you have the monkey?
About an acre. We need to be 500 feet away from the next dwelling.
Got it. And unless you do that, you can't have the monkey.
Right, and there's also a website. It's called LeroyTheMonkey.org.
Of course.
And and everyone's got a website.
You can go to that website, and it gives everything about the case.
Okay, LeroyTheMonkey.org.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of information on there about the city, about Leroy, about the sanctuaries that we've looked at for Leroy, ways that people can help, and just stuff like that right now. Main thing is they just like contacting the city. There's all the email addresses, the phone numbers.
All that's on the website.
Everything's on there for everybody to look at.
Well, then we'll take a look into it and see if we can possibly help you get your monkey back, because I'm very
You know what the main thing is, even if we lose this thing with
I'm trying to be nice. Somebody took their pet, and I really want to help them. But A, they don't sound like really good homos, and ain't nobody cried yet.
I know. I can't afford that.
I disappointed you.
But I will say this. I want to make sure he is at a place where he's going to be happy if we're going to lose. And I don't want the city just coming in saying, you lose, and then they can do what they want with him. I've got to make sure he's okay.
Right.
That's really the main thing. I mean, is he going to be okay and happy? If he can be okay and happy, I think I can deal with it, you know.
Well, I'm certainly sad at the loss of your pet, and hopefully the right thing will happen.
Well, you know, it's all in God's hands the way I see it. I've just put it over to him.
God, I can't take any more of you. I was looking for a nice out. They sound like a couple of nice guys. Yeah. Obviously, they weren't going to cry. They weren't going to do anything. I just hate the fact that somebody came in and took somebody's pet. It's just funny that they're gay and it was a monkey.
Yes. That's the funny part. That's a shame. Wasn't hurting anybody. Wasn't hurting anything.
No.
Didn't threaten a neighbor kid, didn't bite a dog, didn't do anything.
I just wonder how much power these monkeys have at 15, 20 pounds. Eddie said a champ can yank your arm out of the socket. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's one of the warnings that they give people is even though that they're cute and lovable looking, that they possess.
You're talking about a full-blown
chimpanzee. Yeah.
Got it.
That they've had people. They're just excited for them to be home, and they've broken bones and pulled arms out of socket and stuff like that. Just excited. I mean, not like they're angry or anything like that. They're just happy and they're playing, but they're just extremely strong. I mean, they lift their body weight constantly.
I was going to ask if their monkey actually peed and crapped on them, but that may be why they got him.
No. Stop it.
You realize this pet's going to pee and crap on you? Really?
Quit it.
It's going to take 3, just in case the other 2 get tired. We need a break?
Yes.
All right. Not a fascinating segment, but certainly something boring.
It is.
Go ahead, Richard.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Who am I on with?
Richard, get to it, because I got to go.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to tell you, I've got the whole story if you would like to know it.
You mean the gay monkey thing?
Yeah.
All right, let me have it.
Okay. Well, I have the monkey in my possession.
Yes. Who are you with? Who are you with?
I'm with myself.
Okay. Fascinating company. Go ahead.
Okay.
How did you get the monkey?
How did I get the monkey?
Yes.
We read the story in the Dallas Morning News. We contacted the Dallas Morning News in an effort to, the animal control in an effort to help these people get their monkey back.
To help the 2 gay guys get their monkey?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you have the monkey.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
After digging into this, I understand that these people have got 2 other citations that they have received, and monkeys are illegal in the city of Dallas.
Unless they fall under these 2 guidelines that JD read. Right.
That's correct.
Business related or something else.
Or you get a permit, pre-approved.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we agreed to and contacted the animal control in Dallas.
Yes.
They came down and inspected my facility one day and placed the monkey with me the second day.
Okay. You have a bunch of monkeys on your place?
Yes, sir. I have 7.
Okay. What kind of monkeys do you have?
I have 4 capuchins.
Yes.
And I have 3 spiders.
Okay.
I have an 8-year-old spider that's the same golden spider, just like Leroy.
Right. Okay. So Leroy has somebody to play with now.
Yes, sir.
Do you think he's in a better place now than when he was with the gay guys?
Absolutely.
Okay. But you realize that the gay guys missed their monkey.
Sure, and I understand that. But having monkeys myself, yes, you very well get attached to them.
Right.
And I feel for them. But by the same token, I have done some
Why is this guy talking to me, Dan?
And the condition that Leroy is in now is...
He said the reason why was because he felt that Blake and Joe were lying, that the monkey wasn't the problem that apparently it is.
I understand from the breeder that originally...
So do I really care about this?
The monkey
No. Okay.
Oklahoma, that this monkey did not have rickets at the time it was sold to them.
What do you have, scoliosis?
I don't know what he had. He was sold as a perfectly healthy monkey.
Right.
And I understand that these guys had him since he was about 6 months old.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do this kind of damage with rickets in 6 months.
Wow.
These people were also members of...
tornado.
Yep. They pop up.
Yeah. He calls back, tell him that the Twister got us. Thank you. All right. We'll be back.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
I don't understand how that works. Did you see this email from Matt, the guy that builds...
Yeah, I've heard about this all day. In fact, I have a story on it. I'm trying to find it right now.
Says, I sent JD and Eddie a warning about a new virus worm today that is spreading like crazy across the net. When I got home this afternoon, there was already one in my email. My Nortons did not detect it at first. Well, don't you have to open an email to get the virus?
You open up the attachment, I believe, to get most viruses. Maybe there's some of them. I don't know.
Well, why would he open an attachment? I don't open jack. I don't open anything.
I don't either.
People, I'll get the emails. It'll say, hey, I know you don't normally open attachments, blah, blah. Don't even bother. Don't waste your time or mine. Because I'm not going to look at it. I don't care what it is. I'm not looking at it. Don't send it to me. I don't want it.
Sometimes people send me stuff to send to you. I know he don't open attachments, so I'm sending it to you because if it comes from you, he'll trust it. I'm like, I'm not opening it either. New mass emailing worm, which says it's a Microsoft.com origin, is spreading rapidly. Antivirus vendors say it can also spread via a local area network and can install spyware on a victim's PC. Worm appears to come from support at Microsoft.com. So anything that says support at Microsoft, I guess you don't even open.
I don't open anything.
Well, I wonder if just clicking on the email gives it to you.
I don't know.
Some of them automatically download a forged address. It contains a file which, upon execution,
upon execution, I don't open it.
Self-propagates using email addresses from files stored on the targeted system, but which can also spread to others' Windows machines and local area networks.
Let's see what else he said. Had to go to re-update my virus data files that were put up today by Norton's. Then it saw the attached virus. Then the next time I checked email, I had another one come with a different subject, but Norton saw it this time. It is coming in address from support@Microsoft.com, and the text of the message contains the sentence, all information is in the attached file. And it has an attachment with the PIF file extension. I don't know what that is. But be aware that it's out there, and I've already received it twice this afternoon. That's why I turned Norton email scan off, because it was stopping like every third email, and it took forever for me to download anything. Since I don't open anything, can you catch it?
I think you can.
Can you, Eddie?
Some of them you can. That's what the technology now is. They're able to just attach it to a picture that you can attach to an email. So you don't actually have to open the email. The picture's already there. As soon as you download it into your system, it's there. One of the best things you can do is just constantly update your Norton.
But then you have to leave it on while you're checking email.
No, you can. That's the best way, but you can also just do scans like every night. I mean, it doesn't take that long to just click on, let it scan, walk away for 20 minutes, and come back and have it completely clean out your system.
Oh, okay. God, you want to catch one of the guys that creates this stuff just once, just one time, and beat the hell out of him.
Yeah. Spending time just to screw up everybody's computer.
God knows what my big computer has on it at home. And if the laptop gets on it, well, luckily, I don't look at any porn on that one, so that one's probably okay. And I don't open anything.
It can come in from anywhere. I was amazed at the stuff this computer guy of mine pulled off and showed me, and it was unbelievable.
That's why I'm going to have two computers now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have the one that Matt's building now. God, he's put everything on this thing. DVD burner.
Cool.
Wow. Video editing software. Stuff just like the PVR that you can get from Century Satellite, where you can pause and do live television. I forget what the other stuff, but I thought the DVD burner was cool because I can take a bunch of old videotapes and dump them to DVD.
Perfect.
And then just get rid of the tapes because, you know, they're going to degrade over time. I'm surprised some of them still play.
Right. You still have a laser disc player, by the way?
Yes, I do. Want to buy it?
No.
Why do you ask?
I was at a future sponsor the other day, and they had Batman, the series, on collector's edition on Laserdisc. I didn't know if you had any interest.
No, I haven't had it hooked up in 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Sure you don't want to buy it?
Mm-mm.
It's Pioneer.
I don't have any laser discs.
I have plenty, I'll sell you. I replaced most of my laser discs with DVDs.
I have all DVDs. I'm happy with the DVDs.
These are nice. Quality is great.
I appreciate it.
Digital.
Nah. Thank you.
Great big discs.
Mm-hmm. Huge. I know. Bigger than an album, I know.
It's about the size. It's the size of an LP, yeah. And you have to flip it over halfway through the movie.
I remember. I never bought one of those.
9 years ago, it sounded good.
I'm sure it was. You just never know which way.
That was uptown buying a laser player that would play both sides, so you didn't have to get up and flip the disc over.
Yes.
Remember? You know about it?
Mm-hmm.
I think about having a garage sale.
You'd be nice. I'm not going to buy it there either.
Sure?
Yeah. I don't want one.
Signed by Elvis.
I don't know. It's not signed by Elvis.
Yeah, it is. It will be when I get home.
I got you. Pass.
So anyway, I'm going to have 2 computers. One that I surf porn and one I do work on.
That's good. That's fair.
And that way, if something gets weird on my porn computer, I'll F-disk it and start over.
It's true.
Because I'm sure a lot of stuff I got through looking at porn sites. Because I've got some new software on there now that beeps every time a cookie's implanted or whatever.
Right.
And I don't know if it's blocking it or what, but it lets you know every time a cookie's dumped on there. And I have no idea what adware is.
Right. Adware and Spybot.
Adware is software to get rid of it. Adware is stuff they plant on your computer.
Oh, okay.
Is that right? Yes. Thank you. But yeah, Spybot is software that's supposed to find this stuff. Adware is supposed to find that stuff as well.
Yeah. I check every day. Now I go to Spybot and Norton every morning when I turn on the computer before I ever start looking at email.
What a monumental pain in the ass.
I didn't know so much stuff could be on there until this guy looked at my computer. I just couldn't believe it.
Yes, Lee?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Well, you've been talking about all this stuff, the computer stuff and viruses and adware and malware.
Yes.
All that. And I thought I might be able to help out some and kind of answer some of the questions. Adware is basically where they're installing stuff on your system to keep track of where you're going, what you're doing, so they can better market towards you. It was mentioned the other day. And there are several things you can get rid of it with, like the Adware and the other ones you mentioned.
Spybot?
Yeah, basically they just go in and look for registry entries and cookies and things such as that where they're actually,
Now, don't you get rid of that stuff when you go in and clear out the cache?
No, cookies are not cleared whenever you clear the cache.
What about delete all offline content? Does that get rid of the cookies?
I don't think it does. Especially in the Microsoft browser or the IE.
Yeah.
I think it's still there. Now on, for instance, Mozilla or Netscape, they actually have a button that says clear all cookies.
Right, you have, I'm looking at the internet properties now. You have delete cookies. I just deleted those, and it says delete file, and it says you can delete off online content stored as well, so I do that, then I clear the history.
Yeah, and that'll get most of it, but if you're using IE, they also have some hidden folders where they stick things that aren't always cleared out.
Really?
Yeah, and that's why I don't like using IE as much. I like, other browsers like Opera, Mozilla, or Netscape, something of that nature, because you know where all that stuff's stored and you can go in and delete it. JD was mentioning the other day that his friend was able to, 2 or 3 clicks, found his stuff. Well, if he can find the stuff, he can also delete it. You just have to know where to look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But to be completely honest, if somebody wants to find stuff on your computer, even if you F-disk it, there are still ways of getting the data off of it.
What about these software programs that go in and write over information before it's deleted and also write on the blank space of your hard drive?
In theory, that does a really, really good job of covering up the data.
Yeah.
But in theory, like the FBI, people like that, there is actually ways of going back in and finding a lot of the data.
What about a couple of hours in a chimney?
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, well, that would definitely work. Yeah, the only way to really make a computer safe is to disassemble it and basically destroy all the parts.
That's what I'll do one day.
Yeah.
It's fun, too.
Just once a year. Take out your drive and just destroy it.
Just go outside and blow holes in it.
Why not?
And then burn it up in the chimney.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody's business what's on my computer.
No. I just bothered me that they're watching where I'm going. Even though I'm not doing anything wrong,
What about those software programs like I did a spot, and it seemed to work when I was doing it, the anonymizer, where you actually surf through somebody else's...
Yeah, that works great. Because basically what it does is you're going through somebody else's site, so all they're seeing is that other site.
Right.
And they clean up all the stuff for you. So, it's like you have to approve the cookies, you have to approve before anything gets sent back to you, and they're not keeping track of your IP address, where you're coming from.
Now, what about the company that you actually surf through their own computers? Are they tracking where you're going?
It depends on the company. Some of them do. Some of them, like Anonymizer, promised that they weren't keeping track of the information, but you have no way of knowing.
Right. Because I did that for a while, and it seemed like, all the freaky websites started to peter out that I was going to.
Right.
Yeah.
I may go back because they gave me a tip.
Another thing about Anonymizer is once those sites know where they are, they'll start blocking the Anonymizer.
Oh,
so
really?
You can't get to them. Yeah, because they don't want you to go through Anonymizer to get to it.
I don't need porn that bad.
All right. Google the image search.
Oh, what about... Oh, really?
Yeah. They have an image search. You can go in and you turn off the adult stuff.
Yeah.
And you can search for stuff like, I don't know what you're into, but like, say, lesbian. And it'll come up with all sorts of pics. It's cached on Google, so you're just going to Google.
Hold on a second. And then click on images?
Yep.
All right, hang on. Yeah. I may start doing that.
Yeah, I think Yahoo's offering that now, too.
What about if you go through news groups? Does that track anything?
It depends on how you get to the news groups.
Well, I mean, like you use your email address?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on, what news group service you're using and how you're getting to the news groups. Because, like, if you're going through Google, but, of course, they don't have the alt sites. So,
well, I mean, like the news groups on when I open up Internet Outlook.
Well, you had to set it up to host to a news server, so it depends on how the news server set up. Okay. It is possible for them to track what you're requesting because each one of those requests, it's just like going to a website, it's just all contained on one server. But that's going to be hosted by either your ISP or if you're buying service for a news server.
Right. And what about email? If I don't open it, can I still catch something?
No. But if there are applications, I mean, there are ways of, like, downloading the stuff to where it'll automatically open your email if you're not careful. That's why I always set my default email application to something other than, like, Outlook or something like that. You know,
all right.
I use either Eudora or Mozilla. But, I mean, those still have problems, just not as many, and they don't seem to be targeted as much as the Microsoft products do.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, sir.
No problem. Right. Thank you.
I don't know what he said.
It's pretty complicated. You just got to watch what you open and protect yourself as much as you can with as many programs as you can. And when you're done with it, destroy it.
What, the hard drive?
Yeah. Apparently that's the only way to get rid of everything.
Well, I'm not looking at anything illegal to where the FBI is going to come to my house.
I'm not either. But, I just took my computer in for the tune-up, and I thought everything was off of it. I thought, I'm safe. I've taken everything off. I've done everything I know to remove everything.
So what did he pull up when he showed you something?
Just all the websites I've been to. And it's
all of them?
All of them. All of them. And there's things that look worse than they are. They'll say, bad things.
What?
I'm not going to say the websites. But they're spin-offs of...
What?
ElephantList.com, for instance. They're spin-offs of those. And you'll go to click...
You don't accidentally go to any website.
You accidentally click... You think you're clicking amateurs, and then something else comes up, and you go, well, close that.
What comes up?
Might happen once.
All right, I'm pulling up Elephant List.
No, you just, you click all the different lists. And sometimes they spin off, and it'll open up 7 other browsers that are other variations of deviancy.
So what deviant sites came up?
I don't remember. All I know is I didn't want him to look at them and go,
What did he say when he pumped them up?
Nothing. He just goes,
did he look at you?
Everything's still...
I knew it.
No. He's very discreet. I was told he would be very discreet. I said, there's nothing else on there. I've cleaned everything off. He goes, everything is still on there. I go, no, I'll tell you what I did. I did the cookies. I did the history. I did everything. I even took the pictures off. He goes, all that's on there. He goes, everything is still there. Trust me. I go, no, whatever. So he cleans it up. He gets it. It's going fast. He goes, I said, everything's going. He goes, all except for your websites. Those are still there. Click, click, click. And there they are. Just listen.
I wonder what would happen if you just had a hard drive you could plug into your computer, do your surfing, take it back out, and then just replace it every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Take it out and leave it in the chimney.
You could do that. Just replace the hard drive every once in a while.
They have replaceable hard drives, don't they? Removable. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like you just plug it in, you go, hey, I'm going to look at porn. I'm going to stick this hard drive in while I'm looking at porn. And then when you go back to working, you take that hard drive out and stick the normal one back in.
Absolutely.
Because, Eddie, didn't you say a government wipe? Didn't that get rid of everything?
Supposedly what a government wipe does is it'll completely clean off everything on your computer and then rewrite over it so that you can't – it rewrites over it 3 times so that they're not supposed to be able to go back and just, glean any kind of information off of your hard drive.
That's what Matt, the computer guy, says. That's what he suggests. And you know that Matt's a computer freak. Look what he's building me.
Sure.
Computer he's bringing over tonight. It's a 3 megahertz.
Gigahertz.
3 gigahertz
wow.
CPU. 250 meg hard drive.
Damn. Didn't know they made them that big.
I just made that up.
Oh.
But I'm sure you can put whatever you want to in there anymore.
Yep.
As cheap as it is. All right. It's just pain in the ass.
It is. And I wouldn't have known if I hadn't gotten stuff that made me slower and slower. To the point where I went, I got a 1.4 gig and it's slow. It's like a dial-up service.
I know. I opened up some movie today. I was just doing some.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
8-second clips.
Yes. It's a good one too. It's where one chick's kissing another chick.
Okay.
And while the chick on top's kissing the chick on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. All you see is their heads.
Right.
And then they're kissing each other. And it looks like. Let me say this. The chick on the top, when she kissed another chick, she didn't finish her milk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
I got the link.
Oh, okay. Send me that one.
I'm going to go see if I can find it right now.
Okay.
How we doing, Eddie?
Getting close.
All right. Yeah, Matthew?
Hey, Russ. Just want to let you know on the email virus.
Yes.
You can go into Outlook Express. There's one of your options under Tools.
Okay.
And you can turn it off to where any attachments that come into the email, they still show up, but you're unable to open them yourself.
So, it's perfect.
So you see the email come in and they're there, but they can't be opened, but Norton's will identify the virus.
What time are you coming over to the computer?
It's ready to go whenever.
What all did you put in it? Listen to this. Watch.
DVD burner, the regular DVD ROM. There's 512 megs of DDR memory, 3 gigahertz P4, 80 gig special edition hard drive, 8 meg cache.
8 meg cache, is that a lot?
Yeah, it makes the hard drive a lot faster than the standard ones that have 2 megabyte cache.
Okay. What is my RAM?
512 megs Corsair Extreme memory.
Love the Corsairs.
Don't know what that is, but okay.
It's a manufacturer.
Oh.
Corsair memory.
See?
Audigy 2 sound card, 24-bit.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good. And then you have a ATI All-in-Wonder video card, TV tuner, video in, video out.
Video in?
Video
so
in,
you could go from what you were saying a while ago, take VHS tapes and burn them to DVD.
Is that right?
It has both inputs. It has a RCA video input, like out of a VCR or video camera, and it also has a regular, like coax connector for cable, so you can bring cable in or just anything that uses cable, that video signal.
Wow.
So we could, with your new unit, we could dub off old hot TV tapes.
Everything.
Directly off VHS.
We could if I wanted to save those on, is there anything else in the computer? Because it sounds quite fabulous.
That's pretty much it. That's most of it.
Okay. Well, then I'll see you about 8 o'clock then.
All right. See you later.
All right. Thank you. That's Matt, our computer guy.
If you wanted to save him. Save him for posterity.
Yeah, for our prostate. Yeah. That's exactly where it should go.
No.
In our butt.
What was wrong with that show?
You go back and look at the show. I don't like the series.
Why?
I just don't.
It was award-winning.
We did that. The first one was in 1989. We did it through 93. I look like a dork. Even worse so now, and I don't want to see it. I don't want anybody else to see it.
Don't look like a dork.
Yes, I do.
No.
Ask Trey.
Trey? You seen the way he dresses? Anyway, I think they're classics, and I think you're really making a mistake.
Well, what I want to save them for?
Why not?
I don't want to see them.
Well, people ask us to buy them.
Well, they can buy them all they want. Run to Blockbuster and look for around.
They're not there.
Look for a while.
I've got them all. Why don't we dub them off, and then you can look at the ones. There certainly had to be ones you liked.
Was I in them?
Yes.
I don't want to see them.
Oh, come on. Not that bad. The show was not that bad, and you didn't look that different.
Plus, they're all on 1 inch, broadcast 1 inch. How are you going to get those to?
I have 1 inch. I have 3/4 inch tapes.
We don't have any of those machines. It can't be done.
Those are easy to.
Where are you going to get 1 inch? Nobody even uses 1 inch anymore.
I know.
It's impossible. It's antiquated. It's gone.
I know.
It's impossible. I don't want to see it.
I know a place that dubs from every thing to any other.
Every format to any other format?
Yes.
It's impossible. I don't want to see it.
It's not impossible.
I don't want to see it.
And 1 inch tape into DVD. Just for nothing else.
It would be broadcast quality. It would be like the TV show was remastered and anybody else could get it.
Right. Let's do it.
No.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
If I said on the air I want Bob McNeil on my Deadpool list?
No. I don't believe so on the air.
No, man.
Yes, man.
Drop anybody super old on my Deadpool list and put on McNeil.
10-4.
Saw him leave a while ago. He looks bad. What's the matter with him? Is he still on that Atkins thing?
I think he is, but
he needs to start eating carbs.
He just said he had a bad weekend and he didn't get a lot of sleep, and he was falling asleep at his desk.
He hasn't looked good for a long time. He's let this Atkins thing go way too far. He's lost too much weight. His clothes don't fit. His skin don't even fit anymore.
I know.
That's a gold mine.
Sad way to win, though. We all love Bob.
Love Bob. Maybe by being on my Deadpool list, he'll wake up and go, hey, I've gone too far. He probably lost 20 pounds too much.
I think. Well, he should run down, too. He looks tired.
He always looks tired. I've seen him walk past the window here in the studio, just kind of slumped over like an old man. And he's not that old.
He was in the middle of a conversation with somebody this afternoon and fell asleep in the middle of talking to somebody.
Really?
At his desk, yeah.
Oh, quick, Trey. Put him on my list. Buddy, that's just a stroke away.
I know. Everybody's walking around looking at him. I went, he could have, that could have been a heart attack or a stroke. They may talk to him, shake him to make sure he's breathing. And he was like, I ain't going in there. So I went in there just to make sure he's still breathing. I mean, it's just weird in the middle of a conversation for somebody just to nod off.
What did whoever he was talking to, they just get up and leave?
Yeah. Tassos just went,
oh, was it him?
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll leave.
Okay. Well, Bob doesn't like Tassos. Maybe that's the way he got rid of him.
He was falling asleep other times with nobody in the office, too.
Oh.
I went by 2 or 3 times. He'd be awake, he'd come in, he'd say something, he'd go back. 2 minutes later, be asleep.
I've never been that tired where I fell asleep at work, except once back in 1989. I was 22 minutes on the air.
Yes. And you were working 2 jobs. You were getting a rest.
Yeah, he's not working 2 jobs. Oh, we're close. All right. Oh, somebody else I saw that lost a bunch of weight. I haven't watched this show in probably 6-7 months because it used to be on at noon. Now they moved it to 11 o'clock on Channel 5. It's the other half.
Yeah.
Dick Clark, Danny Bonaducci, Mario Lopez, and some
other guy.
Peanut-headed guy. What happened to Danny Bonaducci?
He's lost a ton of weight.
I know. Is he sick?
I didn't hear that he was.
I mean, he looked, because he was working out. It looks like he's lost everything. It looks like he's been on chemo or something.
Yeah, it looks really bad. I noticed that the other day.
So you think he's just losing more weight, or he had something?
No, but there's been no reports in the news about him being sick. And he's been on that show virtually every day. He's not been missing out like if you would when you were sick.
Well, then he's gone overboard, too.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I saw it 6 months ago. Saw it for the first time this week. It looks like he's aged 8 years.
Yep.
Oh, is that Dale? Okay. Hi, Dale.
Hey, Russ. Got a message you called. What's going on?
Wanted to call over the weekend. Saw you at the, saw you out.
Byron Nelson.
Just saw you out hanging out. Thought we'd say hello.
Were you at the men's club, too?
No, there's the Byron Nelson in the pavilion.
Really? I don't remember seeing you.
I was with JD and Trey.
Wait a second. Were you the one with the life-size bobblehead doll?
Yeah, that was JD.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ, I thought I was having some alcohol-induced hallucinations. Hey, honey, call Betty Ford and cancel my reservation.
Shut up.
Wasn't that a fun party? Can you believe all the tail walking around out there?
It's amazing.
I got more numbers than you know what to do with. I mean, Emmett isn't the only one that likes white women.
I understand that.
All right.
I was, Dale was having a big time out at the Byron. Something else. Who do you think, with the Colonial coming up next week, who do you think's going to win that?
Well, I think Vijay Singh looks really good.
He announced yesterday, Dale, he's not going to play.
Really?
Yeah,
dropping out.
Well, damn. I don't have a clue. Maybe that bitch will win. Hey, Scott, that diet isn't working. You're still fat. Stop and try my liquid diet. It really works.
What about the match? You think they got a chance against San Antonio?
I don't think they have a great chance against San Antonio. We've got a clumsy white guy who can't walk and chew bubble gum, and they have the NBA Player of the Year. It should be a great matchup below the basket, but I tell you what, Russ, I've got to go, man. Let's get together and have a drink sometime and lap dance on me.
All right. See you on the news tonight. All right. Our buddy Dale. Not to be confused with some other Dale that you might be thinking.
No.
Sounds a lot like him, though. As far as I know, that's who it is.
I know.
All right. What an absolute see me place, the Byron Nelson over the weekend.
Absolutely.
It made me nauseated just to walk around.
I knew you wouldn't like it. It's just not your crowd. That's why what I tried to say about that sales chick, when I said, I didn't really say she was out of your league.
Yes, you did. I know what you mean now, but I know what you said. You said she was out of my league.
That's not what I meant.
Only because she's looking to find her a sugar daddy.
Right, and that's why she was there, and we saw her with a sugar daddy, there as well as the Talek party.
Yeah, wasn't it just damn surprising that we see her walking around the Byron, she passes us, I looked at you, I went, what a shock she's here. And then 30 minutes later, of all the places we could have gone, she ends up at Dr. Tylek's party.
And she doesn't know him because I heard her introduce herself to him.
Right, so it had to be the rich guy she was with.
Yeah.
Or she followed us over there.
Yeah.
How did
I don't know.
What are the odds? With thousands and thousands of people out there, we happen to see her, and then all of a sudden she ends up at Tylek's place another 20, 30 minutes later. You can't tell me that isn't damn strange.
I agree. It's the social scene. It's the place to be seen. And I just know that kind of stuff gets under your skin. I was surprised we were there for the full, 20 minutes, maybe?
Well, it was just long enough to go out, walk around, walk through a couple of tents. Had there not been so many people, we wouldn't have been there as long because we couldn't get through the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the magic. I really thought, you know what, I'll get out here, I'll get a feel for what's going on and see what, why people want to come out here and hang all day. And they do stay out there all day.
All day long. Into the evening.
There's nothing going on. It's not like a rock concert. It's not like that Edge Fest thing that was over on the weekend where something's going on all the time.
Just people meeting people and talking and drinking. Well,
you could do that anywhere.
Me not drinking, it was absolutely useless.
Excuse me, what?
I said with me not.
Excuse me, what?
All right.
I'm sorry, what?
Up until that point, I had nothing to drink.
Uh-huh. I think you did.
No, I didn't.
You were kind of feisty when we left my house in the Batmobile.
I couldn't even hear you in the Batmobile. It was too loud.
No, I mean, even Trey said, both of us agreed you act like you've been drinking.
No.
Mm-hmm. And then we get out there to the Byron and you had one of those bushimis.
You guys had cocktails at the hotel.
Uh-huh.
I had club soda.
Uh-huh.
And then...
Just because you had a club soda doesn't mean anything.
They had
Then you had 3 drinks at Dr. Tylek's house.
2.
Somebody with a big head had 3.
2. And they're little frozen cups.
Yeah,
what are they called? Bulimis?
I don't know. Bushimis.
Bushimis.
I don't know.
I don't know what they were. But they were good taste. It was just a little sip. I mean, that's it.
No, you didn't have a little sip. You finished them.
I finished both of them, but they were small. They were very
they
small.
had a lot of alcohol in them.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that because I hadn't been drinking and it gave me a buzz. So I quit.
You ready for news?
Yes.
Yes, Beth?
I can't believe you guys would admit to watching that gay morning show. That's hilarious.
Watch what morning show? What are you talking about?
The morning show that you said with those guys with
Well, why did you say that instead of coming off like a stupid bitch?
That's funny.
Good. So what about it?
I can't believe you'd admit to watching that gay show.
What do I care? Absolutely no point.
Yes.
Those are the ones you want to meet in person.
Mm-hmm. Why?
So you can strangle! Thank you. 547. J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.
Thank you, Russ. That news is brought to us by SBC Communications and KTXA Television. Well, we've talked about the email viruses out there. Beware of a new email requesting personal banking data like passwords or PIN numbers. An online scam was uncovered last week seeking such information from Bank of America customers. Someone sent out emails that directed people to a bogus Bank of America website. At that point, requested private financial information. Several dozen customers responded to the email unaware that it was not a legitimate request. Bank of America was working with the Secret Service, to track down those responsible for the scheme.
Nobody's stupid enough to send information back on email.
You know, that I got a deal in the mail, regular mail, not email, paper mail the other day, and it was an offer to upgrade my Capital One credit card.
Okay.
So I'm starting to fill out. Okay, that's cool. A little upgrade, it'll be fine. No fee, no cost, no nothing. Just send this in. And they want all the information, my personal information. I'm thinking, wait a minute, this is going to a post office box in Iowa somewhere. How do I know that this is legit? So I tore it up.
What was this other thing? Email?
This other thing was email.
And people are sending back personal information email.
Yep.
From a source they don't even know where it came from.
Right. It just looks like a Bank of America site, and it's not really.
And people were stupid enough to send that stuff back.
Absolutely.
Personal VINs, social security numbers.
PIN numbers, passwords.
All right.
Some people believe it. If it says it's Bank of America and it's got the logo up there.
I can send out an email that says that.
I know. That's somebody smart enough to do it.
All right.
Ford Motor Company going to recall 43,000 Lincoln Continentals from models year 1999 to 2000 because airbags may deploy inadvertently. Federal regulators say airbags on some of the cars could be triggered simply by gravel or debris thrown up from the wheels that strike the underbody near the sensors. Dealers will recalibrate the air sensors, and Ford may begin notifying owners about March 31st. A Texas man who forced his 8-year-old stepson to walk 5 miles to school by zapping him repeatedly with a 100,000-volt stun gun was sentenced to 2 years in prison last week. On Friday, Theodore Moody was convicted on 2 counts of felony abuse on Thursday for using a stun gun on his 8-year-old boy and 11-year-old stepdaughter. He was also convicted on 1 count of child endangerment for allowing his 2-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son to wander freely about his trailer park. This past weekend.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention until you got to the trailer park.
This past weekend, Los Angeles radio station KISS FM held its annual Wango Tango concert at the Rose Bowl. KISS was there to headline the show, and other performers including Christina Aguilera, Nelly, Sugar Ray, Santana, Sting, and Craig David. Prior to the show, Gene Simmons said there could be no other headliner but KISS, and here's why. Here's his quote. Everybody's going to be coming up, doing their hits, and then at the end of the show, we're going to come up and blow the whole place up. What are you going to do after a drum platform levitates 30 feet and fireballs go up? No matter how much you kick your hips, that's not very impressive.
He's right.
Yeah.
Who wants to go on after KISS?
Who would possibly go on after KISS?
You ever seen them in concert?
Yes. Remember, I took the guy in the wheelchair that time.
Oh, the guy you had to wipe?
I did not wipe him. I took him to the bathroom because his other friends bailed on him, left me with him.
But he was the one that he had to go dookie and you wiped him.
I did not wipe him. He went to the bathroom. He was just drinking beer.
You make him grunt in his pants?
No.
What'd you do?
I drove him I pushed him through the crowd about 9 times.
How'd you get him on the pipe?
I didn't. He actually, when he got there, he could pull himself up.
To the urinal or on the pipe?
No, urinal. He could pull himself up.
Did you help him after that?
No. Just pushed him up, walked away, came back, pushed him back to the ramp, and on the way back, each time he wanted to get a beer.
Did you ever cut him off?
No.
Even though you had to keep hauling him around?
I thought his friends would come back. They got front row seats, and they went, will you mind watching him? Because I said, I don't want to be up on the speakers. And they went, okay, will you mind watching him? I thought they go down there for a few minutes and come back. No, they went to the whole concert. So I'm sitting with a guy I don't even know in a wheelchair.
What'd they say when they came back?
Nothing.
You didn't jump their ass?
No.
Why not?
What are you going to do? They had front row seats. They had more fun than I did.
So they left you with a guy that was paralyzed. Didn't he have something else?
Cerebral palsy.
Yeah. He also talked funny?
Yes.
Hey, be tight, man.
He didn't say that.
What'd he say?
He just said, go to the bathroom.
All right.
8 is enough. Superstar Adam Rich copped a plea Friday in connection with the December DUI arrest.
Which one was he?
He was the little kid, Nicholas.
With the bowl cut?
Right. Adam pleaded no.
What's he on?
Everything.
Good.
Listen to this. He pleaded no contest to misdemeanor charge of driving under the influence and being under the influence of a controlled substance. He was ordered to serve 3 years probation, finish a 90-day aftercare program, and pay about $1,200 in fines. He was arrested on a closed section of a California highway where he almost rear-ended a police car.
What was he on?
He told the cops he was returning home from a rave, and he was on antidepressants. However,
what is a rave?
Kids go out in the farm someplace in the middle of nowhere, just dance and go crazy and do drugs all night.
Is that right, Dan?
Yeah, except for the farm part. A lot of times they'll do it in like a warehouse, in an industrial area, things like that.
Why do they do that? I mean, why can't they go? Is it because all the drugs are illegal?
I guess. I don't
know what they're doing.
Usually, yeah. The most popular drug there is ecstasy.
Where do you get that?
Probably they're at the site, I would imagine.
Right there. It's usually pretty hot with dealers.
I was just going to see if Dan was going to indict him, so.
That's right.
Thanks for helping.
Sorry.
Good.
Chemical tests showed he was under the influence of, you ready?
Yes.
Cocaine, marijuana, methamphetamines, opiates, and mild tranquilizers.
It was a cool party.
It's a great party. And finally, women who are actually afraid of putting
Does a rave always have illegal drugs?
Not always. A lot of times churches will do alternative ones. That way they keep the drugs out of it.
We get crackers and wine?
I guess. Yeah.
Who wants to go to a rave party with crackers and wine?
Nah. Women who are actually afraid of putting on extra pounds can at least find comfort knowing that other people will be there to chase them. It's a lot harder for chubby men, which may explain why so many of them are freaking out about their weight, just like little girls. According to this survey for the maker of Slim Fast, 83% of men are worried about the size of their guts. 75% of men are mortified by the idea of taking their shirt off at the beach. And on top of that, 45% of guys say they're currently trying to lose weight. Almost 50% of us are trying to lose weight.
I am.
You are not.
Yes, I am.
What are you going to get down to? You're going to look like Bob McNeil soon.
I am not.
You're 160-something now.
About 165. I gained a couple of pounds.
That's perfect for your height. You're 6 foot.
I'm exercising every day now. Mowed twice over the weekend. I mowed Saturday morning and also mowed again last night.
The grass can't grow in 24 hours.
Actually, it does.
Enough to see it?
Yeah, because I missed a strip because it was getting dark. I saw it this morning. You can see in the course of a day and a half how fast the grass is growing. Wait till I fertilize it.
And while 75% of us join gyms, 41% of those guys never set foot inside a gym.
If I didn't have a gym in my house, I'd never push a weight.
I know.
Ever. I have to make myself get up. I'll go, run long enough to get my heart rate up on the treadmill, go over, push the weights around for a while, and that's it. There's no way I would get dressed and go someplace. I don't know how. McNeil says he works out every morning. Personally, I find that hard to believe because I think if he did, he'd die.
Yeah.
Looking at him.
I know. I would go only because I had a trainer. She was expecting me to be there. And that kept me going.
You stopped going?
Yes. Liquid advertising. Not my fault, liquid advertising.
Just sounded like that dog from Dick Dastardly. That was the only reason you were going?
Well, it was free. You had to pay now.
Well, I still got those certificates you gave me. You want those?
That doesn't get you a trainer. That gets you into the gym.
Well, you got to have a trainer?
I don't have to have a trainer. I got weights there at the apartment.
So you just start going all together?
I still go up there for the steam room.
Why are you doing that?
Because it's comfortable.
But you have a hot tub in your living room?
Yeah, it's a different kind of heat.
How's it different?
It just is. When you sweat in the hot tub, I don't sweat that much. It's just relaxing. You get rid of a lot of toxins in the
hot tub?
Or the
steam room?
Steam room. You sweat a lot more.
How much are those?
Steam rooms?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Small ones you can get for $2 or $3 grand. Big enough for 2.
Where would you put it? Could I put mine in, out back?
Yeah.
Side of the house?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Step in there. Turn it up.
That's good for you, isn't it?
Very good.
Cleans your pores?
Gets all the junk out.
I sure would like a steam room. Get the timer. All right.
There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3, the Talk That Rocks, Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
You say yes, the Pope is making an appearance?
If you want him to.
Is he going to be funny?
I'm hoping. I'm still hesitant. That last time burned me pretty bad.
I remember the last appearance by the Pope was a little, Pope was, ill. All right. Then we'll get ready for the Pope. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
How are things?
Have things?
Yes.
Well, things are a little stacked up in several areas.
Well, how are things over the weekend with the new grandbaby?
Wonderful. Got to see him quite a bit. He's just, well, I can't say anything that any grandparent hasn't said before, but sure is precious. Really, really. And you ought to see Tim. Oh, my goodness.
And Tim's younger than I am.
Yes, he is.
Tim's, let's see, I'm 42. He's probably about 40, 41?
Nope. He's not even that yet.
Oh, really?
Right.
And he's already a grand?
Yeah. That part has taken him, he walks around going, I can't believe I'm a grandpa. But
Well, his daughter had the baby early. Right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a lovely weekend. What do you got?
Well, I've got LA Weight Loss, Hawk Communications, and CBS to bring.
Hey, wait a minute. How's your diet going?
It's going great.
How much weight you lost?
Well, as of Saturday, which was a week and a half, 8.5 pounds.
What'd you change?
Everything I eat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just thought I'd ask, see how things are going. So if you lose the weight that you want to, and if we finish Happy the Clown, you'll play in it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Are you working out too?
I had hurt my. Well, yeah, I'm going to start working out again. Right now, I'm not working out. I was hurt. I was badly injured.
You need to get your ass back to those pictures that you showed me in the mid-'80s.
Yes, dear.
That was a perfect ass. I haven't seen it in a long time. It could still be perfect, but...
Well, it's a little larger than perfect, but, you know, the shape's still there. Still a ghetto booty.
The original ass is still under there someplace. You go get it.
Well, I sure do, thank you.
All
And
right.
I shall certainly strive for that.
Yes.
Traffic.
Should have humped you when I had the chance.
On eastbound 635 at Central, the left lane and exit lanes blocked. That traffic is backed up forever. It's backed up from Central Expressway all the way to Luna Road. That's going to be about 9 miles. Northbound 35 Simmons at Sandy Lake, the right lane's blocked. That's backed up to 635. Southbound Central before 635, the 2 right lanes blocked. You're backed up almost into Plano. On eastbound I-20 past Carrier Parkway, there's an overturned car, and that's in the left central lane. The other cars are off to the side. Traffic's backed up about a mile, and westbound onlookers slow to 408. And this also brought to you by Albertsons. Hurry into your neighborhood Albertsons and pick up your Six Flags Family 4-pack season pass, available through June 1st. Albertsons, it's your store. Whew. I'm Gail Lysa on Live 105.3, the Talk of Rock, Texas.
Thank you, Gail. All right. Cool front moving in. Watching the radar right now. The storms are developing out near Abilene, headed directly for us. Also, unfortunately, the Oklahoma corridor is getting another barrage. So we'll watch for that this evening. Going to be a little cooler, 72 tomorrow with some isolated storms. We have, it's still warm, 88 degrees at Live 105.3, the Talk of Rocks, Texas. Scabs on it?
Yeah. They will. If you rub it hard enough, they'll come off.
How does Gail do traffic when you doing that in her ear?
I don't know. I give her credit.
Yeah.
All right. The envelopes. Which one is going to be the finisher?
Either the last two.
All right. Then here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Pope will now take these envelopes in my very hand, sealed by the law firm of Beerloff and Newton and kept hidden under the skin of an Asian elephant until this morning. He will then answer the questions written inside before ever seeing them. The amazing Pope!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can I have the envelope, please?
There.
Thank you.
Okay.
And here we go. Envelope number 1.
Envelope number 1.
As I hold it to my head. And the answer is bean bag.
Bean bag.
What gets put in your mouth at a Mexican frat party?
I get it. Yeah.
Next one.
Okay.
They hold the envelope to my head. A parakeet.
A parakeet. Okay.
What J.D. Ryan hides in his ass, hoping a cat will go in after it.
Okay.
Parakeet.
Yeah, I got you.
Next envelope, please.
There it is.
Thank you. They hold it to my head.
Your head.
Philadelphia Philharmonic Brass Section.
Philadelphia Philharmonic Brass Section.
Name someone that blows at their job as much as Trey does. Thank you. Next envelope, please.
There you go.
And the answer is blackjack and the crabs.
Blackjack and crabs?
Blackjack
Yes.
and crabs.
Blackjack and craps.
You're a good one.
Sometimes you're hard to understand. All right.
Well, you try to focus with your head tilted to one side all the time.
Okay.
The heart setting in this a robe.
I see.
I crapped my pants back in the 80s. Nobody's watching me yet. You bastard. What did I just say?
You crapped your pants back in
No, that's the answer to the question, you grunt.
Blackjack and craps.
Name 2 things you'll see on an Asian porn site. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I have the next envelope,
Here
please?
you are.
Thank you. I hold the envelope to my head. The answer is Walter Cronkite, Peter Jennings, and a J.D. Ryan.
Walter Cronkite, Peter Jennings, and J.D. Ryan.
Name a 2 newsmen and a bumbling jackass and moron.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Next envelope, please. Cherry red or hot pink?
Cherry red or hot pink?
What 2 colors of lipstick does Trey wear to highlight his nipples when he's feeling sexy? Thank you.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Okay.
What's the best way to get rid of an ex-girlfriend? Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's like... You tell Eddie.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Next envelope, please.
Here's the next one.
Thank you. Did I mention I crapped my pants
In
back
the
in the
80s.
80s?
Yeah, no one's wiped you.
Nobody's wiped me.
We'll get to it.
I keep trying to signal someone. My head on the off.
Yes.
The Goodyear blimp.
The Goodyear blimp.
What would be easier to fit between a woman's legs than JD's a hay?
Yeah, that's where I thought we were going.
A Goodyear blimp.
Goodyear blimp.
Next envelope.
Here you are.
It's only 6:15.
So?
It should be Tuesday. You know what I'm going to start doing?
What's that?
I'm going to do these Pope bits during my vacation.
Why?
So it'll last forever.
Okay.
With the next envelope.
Here you are.
Thank you. And the answer is a one-legged mongoloid bag boy.
A one-legged mongoloid bag boy. All right.
Who does Dan Lewis have to call sir at his new job?
Ouch.
And finally.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Final envelope.
And the answer is a ringing bell. And pop goes the weasel.
Okay, it's a ringing bell, and pop goes the weasel.
How does his kids know Daniel Lewis is home? Thank you.
Nice.
Just witnessed the unexplainable, the undeniable, the inexplicable, the underappreciated Hope.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
I don't care how many questions you got.
Oh, saw that deal on ABC coming up tonight at the 50 years.
What time is that on?
It is on. I'm not even sure. I'll have to look.
How long does it last?
3 hours, so it probably starts at 7.
Oh, I want to go home and watch that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of special guests and trivia and such. Let's pull out some trivia stuff. You always think you're so hot. All of these aren't all ABC shows, but some of them are.
All right, go ahead.
What was Bob Denver's first TV show? Was it Gilligan's Island, The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis?
Dobie Gillis.
Correct. Which TV series was not a spinoff from the hit series MASH? Trapper John M.D., Maxwell Klinger P.I., or After MASH?
Maxwell.
Correct. Before landing the role of Gordy, the weatherman on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, did John Amos play golf pro football, or pro baseball?
Baseball.
He played pro football. His stand-up comedy, works as a comedy writer. What, I think you even know this one though, what cigarette brand once sponsored the primetime TV cartoon series The Flintstones? Was it?
Winston.
Yes.
Did you know that they actually had the Flintstones smoking?
At one point. Yeah. Did actress Jamie Lee Curtis break into show business as a regular on the TV series
Operation Petticoat?
Yes. For her role in The Flying Nun, which was actress Sally Field paid $400 a week, $4,000 a week, or $40,000 a week?
It'd be $4,000.
$4,000 a week. Did actor Jason Alexander start losing his hair at age 16, 26, or 36?
Am I supposed to know that?
That's just trivia.
16.
Correct. Before All in the Family was actress Sally Struthers on the Pebbles and Bam Bam show. Was she the voice of Pebbles, Bam Bam, or Dino the Dinosaur?
Pebbles.
She was Pebbles. You're too good at this. Was comic Robin Williams' first TV appearance on A, Laugh-In, B, Happy Days, or C,
Happy Days?
Incorrect. Laugh-In. 1977.
Hold on a second. Yes, Bridget?
Hi, Russ. I love your show. And one of the conversations I heard you talking about last week with JD, I have a observation and a theory based on that. Do you want to hear my observation?
How old's your baby?
I don't have a baby.
I just heard something cry in the background.
It was a cat.
It's not a cat.
That was a cat. She screams every time you touch her.
All right, go ahead.
I thought it was interesting that you were having a conversation with JD about having to control the person that you're with.
Yes, you have to be controlled. Hold on a second. Go ahead.
On the Andy Griffith Show, who said, I've got a uvula, you've got a uvula, all God's children got uvulas?
Barney Fife.
Damn. Thought I'd get you on that one. Though actor James Garner's Maverick and Rockford Files are two of the TV's most successful series, the actor's successful series, which other Garner series had such low ratings the hero was actually killed? Was it A, Nicholas, B, Pickles, or C, Tickles?
Nicholas.
In the 1971-72 series, James Rockford as Nichols.
Is that what I said?
You said Nicholas, but close enough.
Well, you said that was one of the choices you gave me, Nicholas.
Nichols.
Well, make up your mind.
I did.
If you're going to give me choices, at least say I'm
Nichols.
right. You said Nicholas.
I did not.
Yes, Bridget?
Well, I was thinking that if you're talking so much to JD about him supposed to be controlling the person that he's with, yet you find the most irresistible person is the one you have least control over, Miss L.A. So I just thought...
But I'm not pursuing L.A.
Oh, not pursuing, no, but...
And yet, yes, one person has to be in control of a relationship. You can't have... It's like having two steering wheels in a car. You can't. Everybody wants to go in their own different direction. You have to control, just like I'm controlling you. Hold on. Go ahead.
Who lived at 485 Maple?
Leave it to Beaver.
Very good, man. Who lived at 17230 Valley Road? That's going to be a tough one.
Brady Bunch.
Nope. Mr. Ed did.
The horse?
Yes. Who lived at 322 Maple? You should know that one.
Leave it to Beaver again?
322 Maple was...
it was, wait. They was white, weren't they?
Yes.
They were all white. James Arness.
No. Andy, the Taylors. Andy Taylor.
Oh, hold on. Yes?
Well, I'm thinking now that maybe you even have a little bit of a God complex with that little button you have, which I think is funny as hell, but you can't push a button when you're in a relationship and just...
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Who lived at 518 Crestview Drive? Want a hint?
Yeah.
Who doggies?
Oh, the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yes.
The Clampetts.
Who lived at 1313 Mockingbird Lane?
Laura Miller.
The Munsters.
Have you ever been up and down Mockingbird? I made my dad do that when I was a kid, looking for 1313.
Yes.
There's not one.
I know there isn't.
But every time we got on Mockingbird, I'd make him go look for it. We get to the whatever 100 block, and there was nothing there.
I only got two more. Who lives at 148 Bonnie Meadow Road?
That is Dick Van Dyke.
Very good. One more. 4222 Clinton Way. I think you said this earlier as one of the other guesses.
Marshall didn't?
Nope. A whole bunch of people lived there.
Oh, Jefferson's?
There was a whole bunch of people.
Oh. Good Times.
A whole bunch.
Oh, okay. All right. Seinfeld.
No. James Brady didn't live there, but a whole bunch did.
Oh. They were Norval.
Correct. All right. Gilligan and the Skipper. Gilligan had a love-hate relationship. The Skipper often hit Gilligan with his
hat,
and he referred to him as his
bitch.
No. No. God, you got any more of these? I got a ton.
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on. So what was the point of you calling, sweetie?
The point was that the one thing you do like about L.A. is the fact that she gets your show, right? Which doesn't mean you have to control her from not hearing it.
Yes, I do have. No, I don't have to control her with that, but I do have to control her. Any relationship, somebody has to be controlled. There's a controller and there's a controllee.
She's not screwing everybody. Yeah, I could see you wanting to control that.
Yes.
But maybe there's someone else out there who can share your humor, your craft that you have, instead of telling them, oh, you just can't listen to it.
Hold on. Read the Gilligan thing again.
No. Gilligan's Island. Gilligan and the Skipper had a love-hate relationship. The Skipper often hit Gilligan with his
hat,
but referred to him as his
bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. List the first and last names of all four sweat hogs on Welcome Back, Kotter.
All right. Vinny Barbarino. Hold on. Horseshack. It's not Ron. I'm skipping that one. Freddie Boom Boom Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Hispanic guy.
Hold on. Wait.
He knows.
Wait.
Okay.
Guy with the curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
It was, Juan Epstein.
Very good.
And Horseshack. Arnold.
Very good. I said he told you. What model of car did Starsky and Hutch drive?
That was a Gran Torino, Ford Gran Torino.
Mm-hmm. Very good. The real names of the cast members of Gilligan's Island.
You mean the actors' names?
The real names, the actors' names. Gilligan was
Bob Denver.
Okay. Skipper was
Alan Hale Jr.
Professor, obviously.
Russell Johnson.
The movie star.
Tina Louise.
Mm-hmm. Who's the other chick?
Dawn Wells.
Marianne, right.
Natalie Schaefer was Mrs. Howell, and
Mr. Howell was
hang on, it was a guy with a nose. Did Mr. Magoo?
Mm-hmm.
It was his bitch.
Jim Backus.
Yeah.
What did Archie Bunker call his son-in-law?
His bitch.
No. Who wrote the 1977 TV miniseries Roots?
His bitch.
No. Alex Hale. You already know that one. On Happy Days, what animal did Fonzie jump his motorcycle over?
Shark.
Mm-hmm. On The Simpsons, which character is voiced by Kelsey Grammer? Is it? Do you know?
Yeah, because I don't know the characters.
Okay, is it Ned Flanders?
No.
Waylon Smithers?
No.
Sideshow Bob?
Yes.
All right.
Is that the one?
That's it. Hop Sing was the cook on which television show?
Bonanza.
Correct.
His bitch.
No. What was the name of Beretta's bird?
Fred.
Very good. Bruce Willis played a detective.
Moonlighting.
Man. Who was the voice in My Mother the Car? Lucille Ball and Margaret, Betty White, or Ann Southern?
Ann Southern.
That's right. In Get Smart, what does Maxwell keep his phone?
Shoe.
Yeah? True or false? Meg Ryan was in the soap opera One Life to Live.
False.
Very good. You're right. What is the name of... I don't get that one. Herman's alter ego. I don't know what that is. Which part of the Jabberjaw body is pierced?
The knee.
No.
Knee. nose.
That's it. As I pointed. And what kind of car did they drive on Route 66?
That's Route 66. That was a Corvette. Martin Milner.
Very good. Do I have any more?
I don't know.
Yes, I do, actually.
Go ahead.
What was Granny's full name on the Beverly Hillbillies?
Daisy.
You got more than I already would have.
Hang on. Bitch.
Daisy Mae Moses.
Yeah. Okay.
How much money did they pay Jed for all of his oil?
See, that always changed as the series went on.
Oh, did it?
Well, he had more and more money in the bank. We'll say $65 million.
$25 million.
All right.
Who was Jethreen's beau?
Jethro?
Jasper Depew.
Yes, of course.
Who sings the theme song, The Ballad of Jed Clampett? I wouldn't know this.
Scoggins.
Good.
And Scruggs?
No, Jerry Scoggins. Couple more. What was the name of Ellie's chimp?
Bitch.
No, close. Cousin Bessie. And finally, name the 4 occupations that Jethro wanted to try at one time or another. 4 occupations.
Double knot spy. Brain surgeon.
That's it.
Playboy. Hollywood director.
Yeah, producer. TV producer.
And wait a minute.
That's a tough one.
Hold on.
Meditate on it.
The Brady Bunch.
No. The Guru. That's all I got.
Okay. Sweetie, you still on the phone?
Yeah, because I just would like to say how much I would really like as a listener to hear you with somebody one day that you can go home and joke about the katana bits with them instead of griping at you about them.
We'll be back
Well, don't
with
you
the Russ Martin Show.
All right. What do we got? 13 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what were the other ones?
Oh, these are themes, lyrics to the theme songs. I'm just going to read
the
actual audio. No, that'd be harder for you if I just read it.
Hold on. Stacy?
Yeah.
Hang on, sweetie.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Look at what happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly, I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else.
Greatest American Hero.
Very good. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get him, but
Dukes
the
of Hazzard.
Very good. Blank was a man, yes, a big man, with an eye like an eagle, and as tall as a mountain was he.
You got the words wrong.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm reading them. Blank was a man, yes, a big man.
But Bear was bigger.
He was...
I don't know this one. If you're not going to read it right, just don't read them.
That's not it. He was brave, he was fearless, and as tough as a mighty oak tree.
Oh, well, there's a tree.
Yeah.
Is that the one he was in?
No. Do you know who it is?
I'd know if you read it right. Read it again, but read it right this time.
Blank was a man.
It was a big man, but the bear was bigger.
That's Daniel Booth. We're going hopping today where things are popping the Philadelphia way. We're going to drop in on all the music they play on
Bandstand.
Bandstand.
Boy, read the one with the bear again.
No, I'll do it at the end. You're right, I should have finished with that one. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days.
Mm-hmm. It's your show.
Brady Bunch.
No, it's not.
All in the family.
That's right. A couple more. These are a little tougher. Now the world don't move.
Different strokes.
How do you know that? I want to pull that out going, he'll never know that one. I bet we've been together for 1,000,000 years.
Growing Pains.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Family, the one with, oh, wait a minute. Read it again.
I bet we've been together for 1,000,000 years. I bet we'll be together for 1,000,000 more.
But the bear was bigger.
No, no. Oh, it's like I started breathing on the night we kissed.
Family Ties.
Yeah, that's correct. One more. This is tough too. Show me that smile again. Show me that smile.
That's the Tracy Gold one.
Don't waste another minute of your crime.
Growing Pains.
There you are.
Yeah.
Very good.
I always confuse that with Family Ties.
And Blank was a man. Yes, a big man.
But the bear was bigger.
No, he didn't know something about an eagle in the tree in the mountain.
I don't think he ran like an eagle.
That's it. From the coonskin cap on the top of old Dan.
You're getting close.
To the heel of his raw shoe. The rippingest, roaringest, fightingest man the frontier ever knew. That's Daniel. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus.
I don't think I can help you on this one.
10 minutes. The ABC tribute to 50 years of TV starts in 10 minutes on Channel 8. Oh, God. Okay.
What do you want, Stacey?
I just need your advice on something.
Okay.
My boyfriend.
Do you know the song JD was talking about?
Well, I don't know.
Daniel Boone was a man?
Oh. No.
Was a big man?
No.
All right, go ahead. He didn't run like nobody.
No, he didn't. He didn't run.
All right.
Was the bear bigger?
Yes, it was.
Okay, he just took this job where he's going out of town, and he's, like, real insecure about, because I guess the last relationships he had, like, the chicks, like, cheated on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to do that. I have too much invested in this, and I don't have time, quite frankly. So I don't know what I can do to make him more secure that I'm not going to cheat on him.
Has he already said something?
Has he said something?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. He's like, be a good girl while I'm gone.
Does he do this all the time?
Yes. He doesn't want me to go on girls' night out because he's like, I know how you get when you drink, and I know how guys are. I'm like, whatever.
There's nothing you can do with this one. You can convince. I've been with a chick before, and because of the show, you can convince and convince. You can go out of your way. You can actually turn it into nothing. That's your sole effort in that relationship is to convince them that everything's okay, and it's never enough.
It's not.
No, it'll never be enough.
Was he ever
regardless of time, you know? It doesn't matter how long you're with him.
Nope. Because he's always going to wonder where you are, what you're doing. How come you weren't someplace at a certain time? I called you, I paged you, you'd immediately turn around and call me back.
Yep. All right, so it's either deal with it or move on.
You're just going to have to tell him, look, I'm not doing anything, take it or don't, but I'm not going to put up with your petty insecurities. Yeah.
Okay. Well, because, like, he left to go out of town. That's why that's the only time I can call, because he listens to you, like, religiously.
Yeah.
And he's all tearing up, and I just leaving you, and I'm like, oh, my God.
How long is he going to be out of town?
Well, either Wednesday or Friday.
Just for 2 or 3 days?
Yeah, he left this morning. He'll probably be back Friday.
And he's wigging out over that?
Yeah.
And you've been together how long?
About a year and a half.
Oh. Now, did it start a year and a half ago or just all of a sudden?
No, he told me from the get-go he got hurt really bad. And so that's his, like, one thing is he's real insecure about that. So, I mean, I knew it, but I didn't realize it until, you know, he was going out of town, and now it's like he's making me feel bad.
And he doesn't. What do you feel bad about? Are you doing anything?
No, but I feel like I don't want him to be upset worrying the whole night that I'm doing something, so I just won't go.
Well, you know what? If you're ready to live like that and accept that and be in, as long as you know the parameters of the relationship, get in it and go. But it's not going to change.
Okay.
It's not going to get any better. Because after a year and a half, you know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks into it where everybody's kind of feeling each other out.
Yeah.
Maybe. But after a year or so, and it's just going to get worse. And, you know, what happens if you were supposed to call one night at 9:15 and something happened, your car broke down, and he's freaking out because now he thinks you're off with somebody else?
Yeah.
You want to be checking in for the rest of your life?
No.
That's what it's going to be. Why don't you come up here and juggle my marbles?
Quit it.
All right.
She didn't mean that.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Let me know what happens.
I will.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right. I dated a girl one time, relationship before he started like that. Mm-hmm. After about a year and a half, he was to the point where if she was 10 minutes late going to the grocery store with the kid, I might add, he would freak. Who'd you see? Who'd you do? At a grocery store with the child. 10 minutes.
I used to get phone messages like that. Hey, you're not in. I guess you're out.
Oh, I've had those.
Just be the little tag thing. Instead of going, hey, sorry I missed you, it's always, call, thought I'd say goodnight before I went to bed. I guess you're out. Or if I bring up a restaurant, and I thought, you know, I said, hey, we used to go here. That wasn't me. Must have been somebody else. Now, I could have sworn we went to this one a couple of times. Obviously, it was somebody else. Instead of just going, no. Is that a black guy on 10?
What? what?
Do you want to hear the whole song?
No. I gave you the whole song.
Not according to this guy.
As it stands.
Hey.
Hey, Derek.
What's up? Hey, is it Daniel Boone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, Russ.
Yeah.
Russ.
Yeah.
What's up, Russ?
Nothing, my brother. Your radio's up in the background. Turn it down. It's confusing you.
Turn the radio down in the back?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting ready to sing the song.
Oh, do you know the theme song?
It's Daniel Boone, right?
Yes, go right ahead.
You ready, man?
Yeah.
This is D coming out of Funky Town.
All right, get down.
Daniel Boone was a man. He was a big man, but the bear was bigger, so he ran like a nigga. What's the big deal? Everybody knows the song. You sing it in elementary school.
We didn't think black people knew it. Now everybody knows. Thanks. I always wondered if stuff like that, obviously you wouldn't say anything like that around a black person. Like the door knocking thing?
Right.
You never say that. How do they hear about it?
I don't know.
I mean, we don't say it now on the air. We don't say it now. So how do they know that? Are the Texas Twisters?
Yes.
Is that what they're called?
Chasers.
Yeah. The Texas Chasers? No. Whistling Chasers. Yeah, the Whistling Chasers. Yeah. I didn't know what those were called till I was like 16.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you get a box of Whistling Chasers? What do those do? I mean, it's horrible and it's extremely racist, but how do they find out these things? What kind of idiot person's going to say that in front of a black guy?
I don't know. You know, and I grew up in that era where calling those nuts blank toes I thought that was the name of them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay, then we won't talk about it.
What are you talking about? What kind of nuts?
I think they're Brazilian nuts.
I've never heard that.
That's the real.
And you called them what?
I didn't know any better.
What did you call coconut? What's the matter with you? Where did you grow up?
You know that. You called them that, too.
I've never said that.
Oh, well, you... leave me hanging out here. Quit it.
Unbelievable. Race makes me sick being in the same room with you.
Not racist. You just admitted to saying that.
I said other stuff, and I felt bad about it, and it was racist. So it was an environment I grew up in.
So did I.
I never named pistachio things. Black people part. That's.
Oh, hush! You've heard of that.
I have not.
Oh, right. Okay.
What name did you use for their arms?
I didn't have any names.
Yes, Terry.
Hey, what's happening, my brother?
Terry.
Yo, you know how we kind of find out about certain jokes from y'all?
No, I don't.
Y'all invite us to some of y'all parties, and a few of y'all get the tipsy like JD did one year.
Oh, when he was telling the Flintstone joke.
Yeah, when he told me that Flintstone joke, and I was like, damn. You got any more?
You know, I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
No,
he was at the white trash party, and he overheard you telling the Flintstone joke.
He told it to me.
I didn't.
To you personally?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I didn't.
He didn't know I was black. He thought I was part of the lawn jockey. I keep telling you that.
Didn't.
So, he just walked up.
Was that the guy walking around with a fishing pole?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But,
I forget the Flintstone joke.
The Flintstone joke, what he told me, he said, what would the Flintstone be called if it was a black?
Well,
it was black.
What?
Niggas.
I didn't say that.
Obviously you did. Terry knows about it. Terry, I apologize once again.
Hey, don't apologize. Hey, some of those jokes are funny.
Terry.
Some of those jokes, like the one about the Pope.
I don't know that one.
A black man, a white man.
Is this a long one?
They expecting? No, they all on the plane. But I'll tell you tomorrow. I can't tell you today because I got to see if it's past 2 sisters.
If what?
It's kind of a trip. The Pope and the nuns and the 3 nuns going up to heaven.
Okay. Yeah. Call me tomorrow. We'll go through it.
Yeah.
All right. Take care of your toes. All right. Bye-bye. Break here? All right.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Tell her to shake that healthy body. Baby got back
All right, you ready to go? Yep. We get to everything we were supposed to? Yep. All right. What are you doing in here?
Watching TV. But I don't think you've talked about the parade. We sent out faxes this morning to police departments.
How many went out?
55.
Okay.
If anyone wants any information, email me.
For the Police and Fire Parade, June 28th, American Airlines Center.
Started at American Airlines Center and at Lone Star Park.
Okay. And everything's confirmed?
Yes.
You have everything from American Airlines and Lone Star and Ray?
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, Lone Star Park and American Airlines Center, very big supporters of our police and fire personnel. Mm-hmm. Six Flags didn't want to help out. Still not sure why. That's their own business. It's their own park. They can do whatever they want to with it. Mm-hmm. From what I hear, they have certain days for gays.
They do.
They're right? Mm-hmm. But they have a problem with this show and didn't want to help us salute the police and fire who go out every day, even though they may not come home.
Correct.
Well, I feel very sorry for them. Still a park I'll go to. Mm-hmm. Not anytime soon. Why are you still in here?
What? I'm not doing anything.
You're bothering me. You vex me. You come in the studio and you stand there and I don't know what. Do something where he doesn't come in and talk to me anymore.
Okay. We'll put a lock on the door.
I don't care how you do it.
I have to talk to you.
I don't want you to talk to me.
I have to talk to you.
You think you would know by the fact that when you come into the studio, I'm dragging my ass across the carpet trying to hide from you. It ain't because I got worms. It's because I don't want to talk to you.
I can't help it. Because the first person whose ass you'll be chewing if something goes wrong is mine.
Exactly.
I have to know.
You ain't got to know nothing. Guess.
I'm not guessing.
I got to go home and watch this ABC special. Leave me alone. Oh, my God. Look at Gabe Kaplan.
Oh, Lord.
All right. You ready with the plugs?
Ready to go.
Let's go.
For more information about the Russ Martin Show, to email us individually or for details on the Police and Firefighters Foundation, go to russmartin.com. To instant email us only during the show, go to studio@russmartin.com. For my boat and beach links and picture gallery, go to johndavidryan.com. For Eddie Boyd,
Trey, there's a bear.
For Eddie Boyd's strange and scary site, go to eddieboyd.com. To visit Trey, go to treytrenholm.com. For updates on the Dan and Tassos Weekend Show, it's danandtassos.com. Let's see what else. For limousine service provided by Ultimate Limousines, contact George at limogeorge.com. And the official site for the Talk That Rocks. Oh, we didn't do Fentner's deal last week. The official urologist for the Russ Martin Show is Dr. Chris Fentner. For men's health issues, click on doctor. You got to spell it out, Fentner.com. And then the official site for the Talk That Rocks is Live 103.
105.3. What's the matter with you? Is it written down 103?
No.
Let me see it.
Live1053.com.
How do you keep screwing that up?
I just did it twice. I'll be fine. Live1053.com.
All right, I'm fine. Do we miss the Lycus thing? Say it again.
Lycus isn't on tonight. They have a new show on.
It's the new chick in the building?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that starts now?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, this is wild.
Well, then that'll be next.
Okay.
See you guys tomorrow.
See ya.